Boom. Hey guys, we're live. Happy, what day is it? Thursday. Brian, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Make sure I got my audio stuff figured out. That's sounding good, everybody. Yeah, we're rocking. Les is in. Chris, hey man. Appreciate the videos, man. Big help. Hey, thanks. I'm glad you enjoy them, man. It's actually been a lot of fun to work on those, so. Man, I'm gonna have to get jazzed up here, get a little bit excited today. Gotta work myself up to this, man. It has been a week. It has been a week, but we got a lot of projects, lots and lots of projects to work through. I've got kind of a new thing I got to do tonight, so I got my manual ready to go. I'll show you guys there in a little bit. What a week! We got Murphy, the cat, hanging out in the shop with me tonight. Man, everybody's piling in. We got people. Roger's in. Hey, Roger, good to see you. Colin, howdy. Howdy back at you, man. A little bit of a curveball has been thrown at the Apocalypse bike. Well, before I get to the agenda tonight, let me actually do something else. Give me 1 second here. Been making some progress. I'm going to turn out the lights here so you can see just a little bit better, but let's grab this camera. Boom. Let's walk over here. Take a look at the Apocalypse bike. She has been stripped down because I got going on some wiring. Hey, Tyler. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. But check this out, guys. I hope you can see this okay. Ooh. Ah. We've got our main lighting. Main lighting is now in on the Apocalypse bike. Feeling really good about it. It went really smooth. So what I actually did, guys, you can't quite see it, but I do have my brake light switch. That's working as well. And we've got our high beam, we've got our low beam, our off works. Everything's working. You know, whenever I get to this point on a build where, it's light time and things start to light up, it just kind of feels like you're turning kind of a major corner. I went through to do this. I went through my video because I didn't honestly remember how to do it. Look at that, the indicator light even works on this damn thing. But there it is, guys. We got lights all the way around, man. It's pretty fantastic. But I went through the video and notice I left out a couple of little details, okay? So I want to maybe address a couple of those tonight, just little things, little things, but made a big difference because I was scratching my head a little bit. I was scratching my head just a little bit. Where did I get the black shocks from? The shocks, got those from Common Motor Collective. That's good. Man, turning that main light off, I don't know. Does it seem like the lighting is actually a little bit better in here? I don't know. Should I turn that light on? I'm not sure. But here's the curveball that I got in the mail. So I went shopping, okay? I went shopping, and I went and picked myself up something kind of just for the hell of it. And now I need you guys' opinion. I need your opinion. Colin, I don't remember. We could go on their site and see which ones they were. We can absolutely do that tonight. But guys, take a look at these. Take a look at these mufflers. These are freaking cool. Yeah, Tyler, 4-1 has some great stuff too. I love these mufflers. I got them just because I know I'm going to need them, and I had the means to do it, so I grabbed another set. A little bummed, I will say, though, that there is a dent in there. There is a dent in my muffler, which I'm not too fond of, but whatever. The way the Postal Service and everything have been, I'll just keep them. We'll make it work. But take a look at this stuff. These pipes almost have me thinking about doing a CB exhaust on the Apocalypse bike. Almost. Like really kind of considering it at this point because it'd be really, yeah, it's a big dent. It sucks. Maybe it's built in. Let's flip it over the right way. Maybe it's built in. No, it's just a dent. Maybe I should complain about that because that does suck. That is on the outside of that. Damn, that sucks. Whatever. I mean, could be worse, right? But I love the style on these. I love the tapered end on this. If I put these kind of shorty pipes on there with the CL low pipes, I think it could look really, really, really freaking cool. So, yeah, this is, now the more that I'm looking at this, the more that this is really kind of bugging me. Shoot, darn. Anyway, but guys, yeah, this kind of threw a wrench in things because, you know, I was planning on doing that CL exhaust, and I don't really like, I've seen people use these same mufflers to rebuild their CL exhaust, but I'm not a real fan of what that was looking like. You just pull up my browser here. I'll hop over to CMC and common motor. There we go. Let's go take a look here at what we're looking at here. So, oh yeah, they got 175 parts. That's right. I forgot totally about that. Oh, and my browser's broken. Here, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta fix my browser button here. Yeah, try to get a replacement or some Skrilla back. Totally, man. That dent sucks. I didn't notice that. I looked at one of them, and it must have been this one. This one looked perfect, and then this one here has a big old dong right in there. That's no good. I got to get my browser fixed here, so bear with me here while I fix this real quick. Should be real fast. What have you guys been working on? Anything fun? Winter is kind of in full stream. Here we go. Winter is kind of in full stream here, full steam ahead in Michigan. But today we got this weird respite where I almost, boy, my cat is like going crazy back here. You want some attention, whatever. I almost wanted to roll the motorcycle out of the garage today because it was so nice. It was like 42, but the sun was out. It was super warm. It was absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, okay. Anyway, let's go back to the browser here and take a look at some of this common motor stuff. So their site, I will give them this. It's one of the most easy to navigate out there in the entire world. And this cat's going to drive me crazy today. Exhaust systems. Here we go. What pipes did I get? Scrambler. I think it was those. Looks like it was these. 125 in stock. I got them on the holiday sale that they had. So here it is, but look at this on the CL. I'm not a huge fan of like how those look like that. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? I'm not crazy about that. Tyler, you're rebuilding the clutch lifter at the moment. Getting the ball bearing to seat is a real B. Yeah. There's a lot of B's, man. There's a lot of them. Brian, been taking the frame down more. About to remove the front forks. Ooh, you're getting into it, man. Yeah, and hey, Brian, I did get that part in the mail. Sent you that tracking information, so you should be all set there. Should be good. Yeah, but anyway, back to these pipes. I think that they would look really cool in a CB configuration. I'm not crazy about how those look because they don't have the heat covers on them, you know, like the heat shields. And I do like the way the old heat shields look on these. So I've got a set. You know, they're just kind of sitting here. I'm sure I'll put them to use at some point. But, man, just kind of thinking about how the Apocalypse bike is coming together. I'm really leaning. I'm leaning hard towards maybe a CB pipe. So it's kind of all up in the air, to be quite honest. What was the other thing I was going to look up on here while I was here? Those mufflers. Oh, the shocks. The shocks. That's what I was going to look at. Let's see. So let's go over here. I love the way they organize their website, man. It is amazing. So they just had these black shocks. They weren't they had like a more expensive shock, but they weren't like crazy. I think they were just. Hey, there's a new part. What's that? bungee net nut set. What? What the hell's that for? Here, I think I just got these heavy-duty rear shocks. I think this is what I got, but I got them in black. So you could get them kind of a mix, black and chrome or all black. And I believe I just got the all black. This is what those were. Those are $100. But yeah, they just look nice. They kind of blend right into everything that's going on there. Roger, been working on my mini drag bike, converted to twin discs up front for single, finished my custom paint work, fiberglassing my boat a bit. Good for you, man. You're keeping busy. That's good. Good. Let's see, what else was going on? Oh, that I should check in on the Keep on Wrenching group for sure. Man, it's funny to watch the stream get viewed over the week. I'm telling you. People watch it. Like 450 people watched that damn stream from last week on the engine, the splitting of the cases. We are not going to get into a long ordeal like that tonight, but look at the Keep on Wrenching group here. 79 members, we've grown a little bit, and people are sharing. The new members for sure are really contributing to the page, so that's great to see. Ryan, this has been my COVID project, polishing the wheels. Total motor rebuild and restoration, still a long way to go. But a light at the end of the tunnel. Looks like you might have some wiring in your future. Looks like that is all kind of hanging out in there. Man, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. What the hell is this fire? I don't remember seeing this. Jay Smith, I don't remember seeing this. What are you burning, man? Did you burn the tank? Oh, you burned the tank to get that look you were going for. That smoky look, and then you're going to clear coat that? What? How did I miss that post? But yeah, so that's cool. Scott, if he's in here, no, I wouldn't worry about those forks. I think that those are going to be just fine. This is where they all rot out up towards the top, but as long as they're smooth on the shaft going in to the, what are they called again? Oh my God, you guys have told me this a million times what they're called. Sanction tube, thank you. Should be fine, but yeah, I put worse, not maybe worse looking ones, but ones that look just like that. Dipping that into a little thing of evaporust would help, just to make sure that you get all that stuff out of there. I would definitely do that. People asking questions about different stuff. Man, the group has just been super active. And this post actually helped me out a little bit. Jeff came in and he posted about that mystery ground wire. And I was looking at the Apocalypse bike and I was like, you know what? I have not put that in there. I need to do that. So that worked out good for me. So, I mean, we're always helping each other out on the group. If you have not already, please go request membership to the Keep on Wrenching group, man. It'd be awesome, to bust 100. To get past 100 in January in 2021. That would be absolutely huge. I think that would be pretty damn cool to get to 100 people. All right, let me wrap these back up. I need to search my soul as far as what I'm going to do about that dent. That's honestly the first part that I've ever gotten. I've ordered a ton of parts from Common Motor. That is the first part that I've ever gotten that had any kind of an issue. That's a bummer. It's a bummer. Still love them. Still love you guys. Don't worry. Not going to break up with you. It's all good. So we got those, and then let me put this other one away so I don't dump a bunch of stuff all over it and break it. Here's the other thing that we got. We got the spokes. Hey, Zach. Welcome to the stream, dude. Thanks for showing up. We got our spokes in for the front and rear wheel. We're not going to do that tonight, though, because I am not quite done with getting the hubs polished. I've been in a little bit of a polishing rut, just a little bit, but I've come a long ways. I think we'll get to the rear wheel here eventually. It's looking pretty good. I actually haven't touched it since the last stream. But honestly, in the condition that it's in, minus this edge right here, I would be fine putting that on the bike, lacing this up and getting this ready to go. Clean this up just a little bit more, get rid of some of that old grease, and do that. Tyler, I had disconnected grounding wire underneath my gauges. That has always puzzled me. Can't seem to find where it was coming from. I can show you where it was coming from, man. Let me flip the light back on because it is a really big deal. Believe it or not, guys, I mean, I use my own videos a lot. Kind of embarrassing, but I do use my own videos quite a bit because, I don't know, it's a year in between me doing some of this stuff. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I remember this guy. He made a video. And I should just go and look at how that guy did it that time that he did it. So we've got this. And then I do have to think, I forget who on the stream told me about this. But it was like, Brian, you should get an impact driver. And I was like, well, my impact driver only takes these small pieces. He's like, hey, dummy. They make adapters. So I did go and grab a set of adapters for my torque. And unfortunately, I am pretty much, you know, kind of through all the heavy assembly, and I'm not really disassembling anything right now. But I do foresee this being extremely useful for when I get another bike. Zach, that was you? Yeah, well, I got them. They came in the mail. And, dude, these are really cheap. These are so cheap. $8, I think, and they were official DeWalt. I think it was $8 or $11. So that was a no-brainer for sure. I've used it a little bit. It takes a little bit of training. What I'm worried about, though, is that if I start using an impact driver like this, if I start using this tool, I'm not really wrenching, am I? So I can't really call the website. I can't do, we keep on wrenching. I can't do that. So that's a problem. And that's false advertising, and that will get me kicked off the internet, and this will all be over. So I don't know, man. It's a puzzlement. I'm not sure, but no, in all seriousness, this is a win. I love this. Quick connect, all this. Game changer. Never even thought about it. It's the simplest stuff in the world. And now I got one. I'm all set. And you know what? Tonight, we might be able to use that damn thing tonight on what we're working on. So keep on impactdriving.com. I'm gonna go buy that right now. I better go to GoDaddy right now and buy that. What the hell are these for? Oh, these are for the damn exhaust that I put over there. Man, is it just me, or has life just gotten a little bit kind of exhausting here over the last few weeks? I mean, COVID was one thing, but wow, it's crazy. It's called an impact wrench, so technically still wrenching. Okay, is that what it says on here? It says impact driver on the side. So, I mean, if you don't tell anybody, I won't tell anybody. I really don't want to transfer a website, do all that stuff. So, but yeah, it's just been weird. Brian T, $24.99. Hey man, I appreciate all the content, the lives, and the guidance you provide along with the community. Fire the Jack Bauer. Super chat, $24.99. Brian T, you don't have to do that. That is amazing. Thank you, man. It was fun. I'm kicking myself, man. So Brian had reached out after the stream, the last stream, and he's like, "Hey, Brian, I need that windage tray in the bottom of that engine." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll get that out of there." And then what did I do? So I got going, and I took it out, and I looked over, and there was my tripod sitting there, and I was like, "Why the hell didn't I make a video about that?" Total missed opportunity. So that sucked. So what was it? There's a windage tray in this other engine down there. I might do a video on that one if I can ever split that damn case. But I'm not really looking forward to going through that again. Brian T, that was amazing. What a way to kick off the stream. That's incredible, super generous. I hope the U.S. Postal Service gets that part over to you so you can continue work on that as soon as you can. That's huge. So spokes, not tonight. Nope. I'm not. I haven't polished enough. I haven't done quite enough to get to that point yet. I don't remember if I showed you guys the rim. The rim is looking pretty good. I think it's going to be okay. It's got a couple of tough little spots in it, but all of them do. It seems like there's always that one, that lower edge or whatever. Where is that? Where it gets a little bit ratty. Where is it? Yeah, right here. So you can get a little bit ratty right there, but that's just where that wheel sat for all those years. Overall, this looks incredible. Spare cam chain tensioner assemblies. Let a guy know. Okay. I mean, from what I've read on that, I mean, that's kind of one of those replacement parts that you should buy new parts. Because if that goes, you're SOL, and that can be rough. So, I mean, we're close. We're getting there. I would think, maybe by the end of the month we'll be maybe lacing up and truing some wheels. Maybe we'll get there, but I don't know. So the other thing that I was doing, I spent a little bit of time this week trying to get organized. And I think I was pretty damn successful getting organized. Look at all those damn gas tanks. I got a lot of tanks now. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tanks, few seats. Got all the parts kind of organized over here on the shelf. Got my carburetor stuff all lined up. There's just heavy parts, all stuff there. I mean, just getting organized, and then I've been diving into wiring, so it's a big old mess over there with the wiring. You're trying to find a complete assembly. I do have a complete assembly from the 72, but man, that is such an important part that I would buy a new one. It's not cheap though. I forget how much those darn things were. I don't remember if Common Motor had those available or not. Let's go to the book. What I want to do is I want to help another guy out, because he messaged me after the stream as well and was like, hey, Brian, and I'm kind of embarrassed to say this. I had no idea what the hell he was talking about. He's like, Brian, I need your, I think he called it the starter clutch. And I was like, okay, starter, okay. Well, you must be talking about the starter on the front of the motor. Well, no, he wasn't talking about it. Okay, so I found, Brian, I'll have to look. I found one at another company. I was able to buy like each piece of it individually from another company. I'll have to go into my receipts and see if I can find it. So here's where I need you guys' help, because I do not know the proper name of it, and I am not seeing in the book anything about like a starter clutch. I'm not seeing anything about that. And apparently it's some mechanism underneath the rotor. So I got to pull the rotor, but I do not see anything in this damn book about that. So I'm trying to figure out. So let me see what would be the easiest way. Let's just hop over here. So what he's looking for is this stuff behind here, basically. It looks like it's this piece here. If you guys can see that, let me move you over just a little bit. So it's like a piece in the middle here, and this sprocket and all of this. So I always just honestly assumed that this was one part. I thought this was one part, and I thought it was just the rotor, but apparently there's all kinds of other stuff going on back here. So this is a little moment of discovery for me, but I can't find in my damn manual. I can't find in my manual what this would be called. It's not, I would assume that it would be a part of the electrical system, since it's on the starter or the rotor, but I don't know. It's kind of been puzzling me. I've been looking at this for a few days now. I think he contacted me on Tuesday or something, and I was like, what the hell is it? So if you guys know what that is it called the starter clutch? Sprag clutch. Okay. Well, that doesn't help me any, Roger, because it's not called that in here. Sprag clutch. Or maybe we could just walk through taking it apart, because I do have a rotor puller tool that you need a special tool to be able to do that. I have picked up one of those. Fuel system, lubrication. I was thinking it would be under engine and transmission, but not seeing it. Heads, valves, cylinders, assembly, crankcase, oil filter, clutch and primary drive, filter screen, shifter, crankcase, clutch, counter shaft sprocket, splitting crankcases, kickstarter transmission, crankstaff, cam chain tensioner, engine torque specifications. I do not see it Like, I'm sure it's in this book, but I just don't know what the hell it is. So, I mean, we could just kind of idiot savant our way through this and just try to figure it out and pull it off, and maybe with your chats we can figure it out. But I do want to get these parts over to him because, you know, it's there's nothing worse than kind of being stalled on your project. And if I got a part that can help you guys out, I want to get those over to you in a good time. So, alternator charging specifications, starter motor, starter solenoid. So I was like, okay, it's not the starter solenoid, but it could be the starter motor. And I looked at the starter motor, and that's not there. Charging alternator 116. Let's go look at 116 and just see if it's in here. I will be honest, I was kind of crying and hurt a little bit inside because I cut the binding in this book, but it's actually way more useful. So I'm actually just going to get a 3-hole binder and put this on there. So electrical, so that's the stator coil. I need the rotor. Where in the hell is the rotor? I would have thought that would be under charging, but I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I can find the darn thing. Like, I'm sure it's not rocket science to, like, take it off, but every once in a while there's a little trick to some stuff. I just don't see anything about it. So, I don't know. You guys want to just get on wrenching and see if we can pull this, what is it? Sprag clutch out of this bad boy? Do you want to give a test run to the impact wrench? Let's call it the impact wrench on Keep on Wrenching channel. What size is that? See, it's not a 12. It's a 14. It's a 14, you guys. It's a 14. Do I have a 14 laying here? No. I got a 15. Real convenient. Got a 15 laying there. That's always nice. Yeah. What I need is, I saw it on Instagram. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Pump the brake. Pump the freaking brake. Guys, so this is nothing related to motorcycles, but it's probably the coolest damn thing I've ever seen, okay? In my house, my office is in my basement, and I drink a lot of coffee. My wife bought me this. Look at this. Okay, this is a full cup of coffee sitting right here. Look at this. And from our coffee pot all the way down the stairs into my office, there's literally like a trail of spilt coffee going all the way down. Look at this thing. Have you guys ever seen anything like this? Look at this. I am like swinging this thing, and that coffee is there. And you can just like put your coffee cup on there and just like walk all through the house. Isn't that incredible? Like, I'm like blown away by this thing. I think she finally was like, you know what, I'm sick of this damn coffee trail going through our whole house. But yeah, look at that. Have you guys ever seen anything like that? I have never seen anything like it. And it might just be like my most favorite thing that I have ever received. Well, maybe not ever, but I think it's pretty damn cool. What do you guys think? Look at that. Like, it must be like witchcraft for sure. It wouldn't be science or anything, right? It's definitely witchcraft. But I'm like shaking this thing. Sure, it's witchcraft. I didn't know that witchcraft was a thing. All right, let's get back to work. I got to find a 14 millimeter. Oh, another thing that I did pick up, guys, I've been, end of year sales. Got myself a set of proper tire irons as well, so I can actually take tires and stuff on and off a little bit easier. Roger, it's a gimbal. Ships mount their cookers on them in the galleys. Dude, it's incredible. It's the coolest darn thing that I have ever seen. I think it's mind blowing, right, Tyler? I'm telling you, it's crazy. My mind was blown when she showed me that. I was like, no way. That can't be real. Get that witchcraft sorcery out of here. We don't do that here. All right, let's try this. Okay, that one's not turning. What's going on? Is there like a gauge on this thing? I've honestly have never used this damn thing. Let's see, so that goes like that. Let's see if a wrench will work. Do I got to go back and just do a damn wrench? This one must be just really on there, I'm guessing. How's that work? I would have guessed that that would have done something. Boy, it rattled the shit out of, or rattled the hell out of that, didn't it? This is going to be tough now that this engine is all torn apart, isn't it? This is going to be tough. I got to find some gloves. Where are my gloves? Yeah, it wasn't turning anyway. I'll hold it here. Let them get some gloves. It's been kind of nasty. Yeah, this thing has been laying around for years, literally for years. Let's see, we'll hold it here. Yeah, it ain't turning. Well, so much for that stuff. That doesn't work. Fail. Send those parts back to Amazon. Let me see here. Gotta think. So I'm gonna have to stop this just a little bit on a necklace. Yeah, that would be cool. Like a neck tray, like a neck tray of some kind. Yeah. David, you say that like this is just a problematic thing that I have walked myself into, and that I'm not going to enjoy it at all. Why do I have two rotor pullers? Pretty sure this is a rotor puller. I got two of them. I must have ordered one time and then been like, oh, well, maybe. I don't remember if I ordered one. Pretty sure that's the tool. Pretty sure that's the tool that we need to do this. I'll have to do it. Hey, T. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. Good to see ya. I'm in a little bit of a puzzlement mode here about this one. Going to need some leverage, I think, on this. So I think what I'm going to do is get my bigger ratchet. I'm going to grab this. And then I'm going to grab, I think I got an adapter in here someplace. One thing I was thinking about adding to the stream would be a toolbox cam. And I thought that could be kind of fun. But then I was also like, it might also help me keep my tools more organized, because I'm filthy. My toolbox is embarrassing, to be quite honest. It's not good. It's a complete mess. Hey, here's a 14 3/4. Perfect. So let's see. This is going to get crazy, isn't it, guys? I don't know. There's got to be a way, without breaking this, to lock this into position. I'm just going to kind of look at what's going on here. Like, where could I lock this? Or will it just stay right where it's at right there? Might have just stopped. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, it doesn't help any that that nut is really rounded too. This is going to be a booger. I can already sense that it's really rounded on that. I'm going to go. God, I feel like kind of weird here. Look at this. So here's another thing that I got that I was kind of excited about. This was a holiday gift from my parents. Set of 6-sided wrenches, just like the logo, guys. Just like the logo. Look at that. Isn't that neat? So these would be perfect, for what we're trying to do over here, because this is definitely rounded off. Now, would this be a reverse thread of any kind? That's my question. Is it a reverse thread at all, guys? Do you guys know that? Again, I've never done this, so that is not going to move. Is this something I want to get into? Was this like a practical joke that somebody was like, hey, Brian, yeah, I need that part that's way buried down inside of here. Good luck getting that out. Huh. Any expertise that you guys got, I am all ears. So this thing stops. Yeah, it stops right. Ooh, ow, ow. That stops right there. Just like that. I can't believe this damn book doesn't have just a little bit of detail on the rotor. Just very, very tight. That's encouraging. Okay, well, good thing is that this is a junk motor, and I don't have to worry about it. So, I mean, we can go to kind of town on this. All right, as long as it's not a reverse thread, I'm confident. I'm confident that with your goodwill, we can maybe make this happen. Maybe make this happen. But I just want to make sure, like, what's going to be my best angle of approach on this? I almost feel like putting it sideways in here. Already filling my pockets full of stuff. I was hoping that might slide in there, but that might give me, yeah, I might be able to get some torque on that. So let's see. Try wrapping it with a towel and then use an oil filter wrench. I need to get the bolt out. Oh, I see what you're saying, dude. I got one of these. Think this is up for the job? Because I'd want to go righty-tighty on this. Oof, boy. This is weird, guys. Let's see. So we could go like that. That's a good idea. That might work. Okay. So now I just need leverage. I need a ton of leverage. I mean, this is ugly, and this could be gross. But when I've been in trouble before, I have always relied on these bad boys, and they've gotten me out of pretty much all issues. Heat that thing, huh? All right, let's do it. Let's do it, guys. We're gonna get this off. Seems like these streams are just turning into weird experiments now. So I'm just gonna heat this up. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh yeah, look at that thing. It's just sweating. It's just sweating now. So now I gotta find that 14 millimeter. Right, Zach. Good point. Good point. Trying to find that damn socket. Hoping I don't run out of propane. I don't have a ton of propane in this tank. So I'm going to save that while I make damn sure that I've got this. You know, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to just try this real quick. Because this bugger is, these things are crazy. If I can get it pinchy in here. Because I don't need to. Oh yeah, there it's turning into the piston. Piston locks it. So that's actually kind of a happy accident in a way. No, these are just going to round it out more, I think. This is not the route. It's worth trying though. I'm going to try one more time on that edge. Oh my God. Oh man, do you ever have days where you just don't have it, and you know that, anything that you're going to do is going to be an utter failure? That's how I'm feeling today. No joke. I'm going to try it though. Nope. Too grippy. I didn't even really get that hot either. Oh man, put your spanner on the top with a hammer. That could work. There's my socket. Let's do that. Get my spanner. Put that on top. Boy, those, oh man, those 6-sided wrenches, man, those kick ass. Those really do. Man, that grips. So you're saying, and actually hammer this? You're never gonna like He-Man this, I don't think. Let's see, does this go any wider? Man, if this thing would go just like an inch wider, I'd be in a good place. Yeah, this is a 6-sided socket as well. Oh, damn. Guys. I'm fucking invincible. I'm invincible tonight. We got it. That was nothing. Well, that was a lot of build up for nothing. We got it. All it took was I think it got a little scared of me, to be quite honest. I think it was just like, I don't want to mess with this guy. So here's this long bolt. Here we go, guys. I've never dove in this far. I've never done this. And that is where this little special tool is going to come in. And I can already see kind of how this works. This is actually going to thread right in here. Easy peasy, Colin. Absolutely. So here we go. It's just a threaded thing. I wonder if this, wouldn't that be cool if this was a 14? No, what the hell size is this? Okay, back to my little tool jar. It's not a 16. It's not a 17. It's an 18. All right. Let's go ahead and put this in. It looks like this is just going to kind of push this off. So it's, I don't know. This is kind of fun on these streams. I'm like doing stuff I've never really done before. So this, I think what I need to do is get this, there we go. And then just rotate this in, I would guess. At least that's what I thought was going to happen. Ooh, God damn it. Where are my gloves? There. Put some mechanics gloves on here. Yeah, Roger. The last week's stream, that's going to be hard to beat. I want to edit that one up for sure into a satire video of how to take apart or split cases on an engine. I really want to do that because, one, it'll get a lot of comments, a lot of very derogatory comments for sure. But so does this just come out of here? I cannot believe my manual. I don't see any kind of a locking ring or anything in here. Looks pretty straightforward. I thought the idea was going to be to just wrench this piece down until it pops the rotor right off. That's what I thought was going to happen. Yeah, tighten it in. That's what I was thinking. I need to get this engine a little more frickin' stabilized, because it is frickin' topsy-turvy right now. There, that might be a little bit better. So yeah, it makes total sense in my mind how that would work. I just think I need to use my 3/4 and find an 18. I think that's going to be my solution here. What just happened? Richard Winters just subscribed to the channel. Thanks so much, Richard. You fired off the MacGyver. The MacGyver alert. I gotta love the MacGyver alert. It puts a smile on my face, and man, getting those subscriptions put a smile on my face too, man. The channel is growing. One guy made a comment on one of my videos saying, I enjoy your channel because you show your struggles. And that's exactly what I'm doing tonight. Thanks so much for that sub, Richard. That is awesome. Hope you've been enjoying the channel. Of course, I don't have an 18, so we're gonna have to just see what we can do here. See if this will go in anymore. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. And there we go. Oh my God, all we gotta do is get a little ornery with things, and things start to happen. And there is that part. There is that part. That is a first time for me. And that's how that popped off. That wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad at all. Yeah, that I could see why you probably would need this tool. I mean, I wonder if you could go buy just a bolt, you know, of whatever thread this is. Figure out, like, look at the part number, go look up the part, figure out what thread that is. But that made it really, really easy to do. Again, honestly, I thought that this was going to be, I'll put this back here. I don't think he needed this stuff. I'll have to check on that. And then that might be another step. Man, I wish I could find a resource for it. But let's take a look at this. I've never looked at one of these. Never seen one. Never seen one. Oh, number one thing I need to train myself for is whenever I'm not using my book, make sure I put my binder clip on, because otherwise it's going to end up on the floor, and it's going to be a nightmare. All right, so this is the part that broke on the guy. I don't know if that corrosion hurts a bit. Roger, you've used a standard bolt before. I could see how that could do it for sure. You just got to get the right thread, whatever the right thread count is on that. That's what would be important. So I think I'm going to grab my impact. Where's my impact? Grab my impact and grab this just in case. I don't know how tight this stuff is going to be. Man, that went a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And I'm sure it's JIS, so I'll use my JIS. It looks to be flat. I need to learn these JIS numbers, figure all this stuff out, but that ain't it. Oh, that's my flat one right here. Let's try this one. 22 viewers. Awesome, guys. Welcome to the stream. Let's see if we can get this out. That's going to be a booger too, huh? So this is where I wish I had my little vise, because I don't think the guy needs the rotor. He just needs these parts in here, and I'm very curious to see what that is. I need to drink a coffee. Guys, thanks so much for joining the stream tonight. I look forward to these things every week, and it's just a blast. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on in here. Look at this. Like little rollers, little pins. I think what happened is that, I wish I had the photo available. One of those pins broke, I think, and it basically shattered the case on this thing, is what it was. So he just needs this part. I could be a real jerk and just send him the whole damn thing. Roger, I have one. I have it. It's out in the garage. I have it. What I want to do is I want to get a stand for my vise. Just like maybe one of those would be cool, and then get that bolted to the ground. I think that'd be nice. I'm kind of limited on space, so got to be a little creative. But yeah, there's little rollers in here, little pins. Should I just be a jerk and just mail them the whole damn thing? Just stop there, or should we keep tearing into this? I'm kind of curious, not gonna lie. Kind of curious. I'm kind of curious. And then we could look at a little bit of wiring here tonight too. I'm pretty curious about some of that stuff. I'm so happy I got the lights going. So, yeah, that's not going to work. Oh, my God. I have JIS for my electric torque. Where did I put them? Where did I put them? Where did I put them? The million-dollar question is always, where did Brian put them? I ordered them special. I think Tula Tom was the one who sent me a link to them. And he's like, dude, you need these. You need to have these. And then I ordered them, and I was like, awesome. But then they didn't fit my handheld torque driver, and I just never really used them. I never really did anything with them. That would be the ticket, though. That would be the ticket if I could find those. What do you think the odds of me finding those would be? Probably not very good. Just send the whole thing? Yeah, maybe he needs the whole damn thing. I could even send him that other bolt. I don't need it. Roger, does that mean that you're bored? That you don't want me to do that? That's okay too. I don't mind. We can dink around with whatever we got. You know, Thursday nights are kind of my freestyle stream a little bit. Just trying to make a little bit of progress. I'm gonna see if maybe I was smart and I put them in here. If I don't find them in 60 seconds, we can move on to something else. But I think like that would be a perfect test for that torque driver. It's not that I don't believe the torque driver works by any means. I just would have thought I would have had it in my toolbox. Would have thought I would have put it in my toolbox. Those are my punches. Huh. Don't want to lose this bolt though. Yeah, I buy so many damn tools, and then when I need them, I have no idea where the hell they go. I didn't hang them on my pegboard. Not in my little bins. What's that? I found them. Boom! Did I do it within 60 seconds? I think I did. I think I did. So here's what I got. Let me go back to here. Boom. So these should work absolutely perfectly. And these are all JIS. So that'll be perfect. Yeah, it's true. If we break it, I have another one. So I'm not too worried about it. So let's see. What size is this? Boy, that's JIS, man. When you get the right bit, that stuff freaking locks in. Look at this. This is like, that is not going anywhere. That is the right bit for the right job. Right there with JIS. I think this one's a little too big. Let's see, so what are the numbers? I wonder if these are marked. Made in Japan, 3x75. That's a 3x75. So these are actually they're a little, no, they are the same. Well, it fits like $1,000,000 right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just try it. Let's see, so I want to go out. Whoa, ho, 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 like butter. Oh, 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 damn. Oh, damn, game changer. You got to be kidding me. Is this how people make money doing mechanic work? Is that they use power tools? Wow. Wow. Okay, I might be converted. I might be converted, guys. I might be converted. I was converted. For those of you who watched the 72CL series, I did all that polishing by hand. Sanding, all kinds of different stuff. Starting with 400, 600, 800, 1,000, 1,200. And then I started using this electric buffer or the buffering wheel over there, and yeah, I don't think I'll ever go back to that stuff. So I pity the fool that runs across my videos and starts doing all that stuff by hand, because that's madness. Actually not. I think those videos are useful because it shows that it can be done. All right. Okay, and this whole thing just pulls apart here, it looks like. Flip this over. Oh yeah, all kinds of little springs, little balls, all in here. Roger, you might have been right. I shouldn't have taken this apart. Just kidding. It'll all be fine. Put that back in there just like that. Man, okay. So that's what we're doing here. We got that apart. Now, are there any other serviceable parts in here? I'm not really sure. Here's a plate. I would like, I will put these probably into Evaporust for the guy, just to clean them up really, really nice. And then is this a locator pin of some kind? I wonder if that's built into the part. That's been you the last couple nights, Brian? Yeah. I did the points housing polishing by sandpaper, then went through the bench grinder and buffer. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it is rewarding. I do enjoy it. Oh, it's a locator. It looks like it's some kind of a locator pin here for something. Oh, yeah, locates right there. How cool is that? All right, so that goes there just like that. New parts, new stuff. What I like about this, though, is that now when I see these parts, like when I go through another bin, I'm probably going to maybe recognize some of this stuff. So this will go into some Evaporust for sure. It's very rewarding, Colin. It is extremely rewarding. And I will honestly say, man, that when I look at like one that I hand sanded versus one that I use the polishing wheel on, I do feel like the one that is hand sanded, hand polished, all done that way does look a little bit better. I could be wrong. Could just be my brain playing tricks on me, but I do feel like it looks pretty damn good. It looks a little mo better. Okay, so this looks to me like this might be just one piece. So this is just one magnet. This all looks fused together. I don't think there's anything I can take apart here at this point. Yeah, Colin, you don't have a buffer. I didn't have a buffer for 2 years, and if I wanted to get it done, I had to do it by hand. So that's what I did. And so yeah, I guess it just can be done. Now there's some extra parts in here. I'm going to take these out. This guy looked like he knew what he was doing. And I want to clean these things. I don't want to send people dirty parts. Like Brian T. I Evaporust your plate before I put it in there, before I mailed it out to you. So that is all good to go. That is rust-free when you get it. I gave it a little spritz of WD-40 before I sent it packing on its way. I'm assuming that this maybe just comes out of here in some way. I'm being very gentle, okay? I'm not like pushing anything. Colin, are you the one that... I think so, Colin. I think so. Yeah. So I don't want to break any of this stuff. I'm sure it all comes out of here. I'm going to take my glove off just so I can feel this a little bit. Yeah, so your windage tray is all nice and clean and beautiful. It'll be good. Oh, yeah, okay, so they're just a lot longer. These are a lot longer than what I thought that they were going to be. So just being careful. Pull these out. And I will just be sure to package all of this up very, very, very carefully. I think it was this case on his that was all chewed up. I should actually go to my email and see if I can find that. Okay, so there's that. Here are all of these little pieces going just like that. Boom. Bam. Yeah, Colin, you're going to learn so much. You're going to have a blast. And I tell you what, the look on your parents' faces when you crank that bike up for the first time and you roll that thing nice and easy and responsibly out of the driveway, it's going to be a rewarding day, man. It's going to be a lot to be really proud of to do that. This damn magnet. Okay, so I got that. I probably just mail all this stuff to the guy. And I would think that this would also come apart, but maybe not. I'm looking for any kind of a little weld mark or anything like that. Doesn't look like it. Anybody got any insight there? I don't want to knock something apart if I don't have to knock something apart. This would be actually a perfect opportunity to go over to CMSNL. I wonder if they break it down. I wonder if they break it down to that level. I'm pretty sure they do. Ooh, somebody posted and keep on wrenching. We'll come back to that one here in just a second. CSMNL, right? Yeah, that's what it was. Boom. Let's go over to the browser. And if you guys are working on these things and you have not found this website yet, it is a game changer. It's going to help you out a lot. So let's go find the CB350. Putting in the hours, man. It's all good hours. It's all good work. I'm going to guess, I'll just do like K3. It's kind of the most common. I don't think this stuff has changed a whole lot. General export K4. God, there's so many variations. General export, European, Super Sport, K. I mean, the KO is probably the same, but what the hell are the American ones? K3, Japan. Let's just look at this one, screw it. And here's where, man, look at this. This is incredible. Like the breakdowns of every part that you're going to need on this. All right. Here it is right here. Like this is a lifesaver. Colin, bookmark this website. It's amazing. It's going to help you out. So let's go in here. Here's the rotor. Here's the plate. It does not look like this part comes apart. Okay. So we're just going to leave it alone. But look at the detail on all this stuff. And like the cool thing is, on this, ooh, that pin does come out though. So that pin we were just looking at, it looks like that is part number 12. So if we were, you know, oh wait, wrong camera. If we were like missing this pin right here, right? So this will come out. We can try to get this out. Let me hit it with a little PB blaster right now. And maybe we'll just heat it up just a little bit to get that out. So let's say we're missing this pin and you go to the CMSNL website. So here you can see it's part number 12. All right. And if we go back here, here's the parts list of everything you're going to need. CMSNL.com. CMSNL.com. And we just come down here and find part 12, and it is called Pin Knock. 7x12, product number, blah, 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 blah. Bam, there it is. So now we know that that part right here is called a pin knock. This site has been so freaking useful to me on all of that. You know, Colin, are you in the Facebook group? Are you on Facebook? Because that would be one worthy of putting up there. Or I could add it to keeponwrenching.com as a resource. I mean, somebody, wink, wink, nod, nod, should go out there and download all of that stuff. Download all of those guides just in case for some stupid reason that site would go away. Because it is so useful. Okay, so we need to try and get this little locator pin out without breaking it. So at least we know that that is one part. We don't have to worry about that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just take everything, put it in a little bit of evaporust, and that will be nice and clean. Now, get that pin out without marring it all up. That's kind of the question. Would it be worth heating up? Think so? I think heating it up might work. Oh, yeah, don't join Facebook just to get in the group, Colin. I mean, you could. That's totally a personal decision. But, I mean, I love that group and everything. But, man, even like Facebook a little bit is kind of getting on my nerves just a little bit. So, all kinds of questions to be asking myself. Oh, that PB blaster is going to allow me to pull this right out, actually. And my superhuman strength, I would add, as well, is helping me pull that pin right out. You know, but the superhuman strength was the key ingredient there. my pincers worked really, really well on that one. And this is all one part, so that is fully disassembled. All right, that is fantastic. So let's get this part cleaning so I can get it in the mail tomorrow. So, can't hurt. I mean, evaporest isn't ever going to hurt anything. Yeah. All good, Brian. Yeah, I mean, I'm in enough places at this point. You know, I don't want to add a ton of other networks and stuff. Does this need to go in there? Is that rust or is that just... I mean, this is aluminum, right? This shouldn't rust. Do magnets rust? That's a good question, too. I'm not sure. So many questions tonight. Gription? Yeah. All right, I need a little bit smaller little bin for some of these little parts. What do I got? What do I got? What can I look at here? Man, I enjoy these streams. I don't know what it is about it. I just have fun doing this. I mean, it's probably kind of dorky or a little desperate maybe, but it sure is fun hanging out, dealing with these motorcycles. Need a little cup. Need a little cup or something. What do I got? What's this? Does it got a hole in it? That ain't gonna work. Need something kind of clean. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little impressed with myself for getting that apart so easily. Feeling good about that. Ah! Oh my God. I have the most perfect thing sitting right here. The most perfect thing. A little top off of a... Ooh, those are like slightly magnetized. Yep, manual's there. Drop these in there, and then these springs. I want to be very, very careful with the little springs. Boop. Just drop those in there. Like that. And I am very happy because I did. Yeah, those darn little buggers, they are just a little bit magnetized. Just a little bit. Just enough to be annoying. Just enough to be annoying. So I want to get these away from each other here. Let's see. Put those in there. Wow! Oh, wow, it's like a little jumpy bean. Maybe they're, yeah, I just need to get over it. I think they're just magnetized. That's just what they are. Bam. All right, and then I'm very happy to report that I do have a 100% freshly fresh bottle of the miracle liquid itself, Evaporest, delivered to my door via the friendly Amazon person. Put a little bit of Evaporest in there. So I got that. Shield. You know, your name throws me for a loop every time, Shield. I think that's how it is, right? Because it's like, I wish you a great new year and stay safe. Triple X. It's part of the dynamo, Brian. Wink. Got it. I always think like, it's like, oh, somebody's like still hung up on New Year's. And then these parts, oh, I can drop these little bolts into there as well. And Vika, what'd you do? Oh, I missed a message from Vika. What's going on? Vika, got my engine started today. So freaking pumped. Called it for the night, though, to come see what you're up to. Congratulations. It ran, huh? It ran? Nice. Please, elaborate. Elaborate in the chat, please. I'm very interested in that. You put a ton of work into that. Yeah, got it started today. So freaking pumped. You should be pumped. That is probably one of the best feelings in the world to get your engine running. Full show. That's awesome. Okay, then I just need something a little small. I don't need this big giant bin. I'm working on small little parts. Just need something else. Pretty chill stream tonight, Vika. Not getting into too much damage, but exploring some new territory, which is kind of fun. We just tore this Sprague clutch I think was that what it was called? Or did I just totally make up a word? I could have just totally made up a word right there. Let's see, is this clean? This will be clean once I wipe it with a rag. This will work perfect for what we're doing here. Carbs always need, oh, started, not running yet. Okay, yep, that's an important, that's important. I hear you there for sure. Carbs are always going to need tuning, I feel like. I'm always dinking around with them in some way, it seems like. Or I always think I could do it just a little bit better. What do you guys think? Take a vote. Should I put this in there too? Does this really need to? I don't know if it needs to go in there. I do want it to be nice and clean. I hate it when I get like a... Yeah, well, that engine's going to smoke for a while, Micah, especially if you just put that thing together. You probably polish the hell out of it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that'll probably have to burn off those cases, I would guess. Started, not running yet, but still, man, if it went poof, poof, and it did something, that's huge. I'm really happy for you. Seriously. That is an accomplishment. I think I got to throw that in there, the rotor. Rust. God, you can almost feel like the angels of rust destroying, like sing songs as you pour that out. This is just some magic stuff. But yeah, in the morning, these are going to be 100% clean. I can fire those over. Oh, Brian, you're leaving us. All right, man. Brian, again, thank you so much for the support. I will take a look at that for that cam chain tensioner. Again, if you want me to remember 100%, just send an email over to that email that I gave you. That's brian@keeponwrenching.com, Brian with an I. I got that added to my phone now, so I'll see those right away. Perfect, man. Brian, again, thanks for everything. Go to school, build for your future. Go Pack, go. Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what? I'm thinking the Pack are gonna go. I think it's gonna be Chiefs Packers in the Super Bowl. But just remember, Brian, before you go, just remember the Super Bowl doesn't count. It's a COVID year. So that Super Bowl, should you win it, will always have an asterisk on it, and it will never actually be a real Super Bowl. So yeah, go Packers. Go Vikings next year. We're going to get it, buddy. Zach, you're out too. Hope everyone has a good night. Thanks so much for stopping by, Zach. We're going to turn to wiring here just to show some little wiring details here in just a little bit. But I don't know. I just thought that would be kind of a fun one just to dive in. And also, I've been procrastinating. And yeah, I don't know. Should I put this in there? I think I'll just spray this down with some sort of a cleaner, like maybe some of that super clean. I might hit that with some degreaser. It's a little bit greasy there. We'll get rid of that. So let me get this stuff out of the way, put this in a safe place, and watch me trip on the ground on my way over to set these down and spill those little springs all over, and everything would be destroyed and worthless. So I'm just going to put this stuff away. Just like that. Fun. Cool. All right, that actually was a lot easier, and it was a wonderful experiment with this. And this also tells me that it is time for me to start keeping all this stuff very organized, because all of these little adapters and stuff are just going to be lost very quickly. Brian T, they can just add it to the list of their other accomplishments. Yeah, back-to-back Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Real fair, dude. Real fair. There. So that is put away, and now I need to just try to stay a little bit more organized in my life in general. I need to find a little box for those. And then I'm going to find my 6-sided wrench that I used over there and put it back into this travel case. These are actually pretty darn nice. I like these. I like this. This is going to help me get a little bit more organized as well. I should have one more of those over here. Yep. It's like when you use a tool, put it back. And then you're not like getting frustrated walking around the shop. So I like it. It's like a nice little tool roll. Or you can hang it on the shelf. But again, what I love about it is the six-sided stuff. Can really save you on some of these old nuts and bolts. They just don't want to come out. All right. All right, all right. Okay, well, shoot. We're an hour and 18 minutes into the stream, and I don't have any more projects. I got nothing else to do. I've already done it. I thought that was going to take a lot longer. But that's nothing. But I do feel good that I've kind of expanded my knowledge just a little bit more, and now I'm not really that intimidated to get that off of there. The other thing that we could do that I have not done, I've never done this either, would be to pull the starter off of an engine. Did that one have one? No, that starter was broke off on that one, so I nixed that. We're not going to do that. Or what we could do is start diving into this bad boy. That is going to be the baby that goes into the Apocalypse bike. That's what we're going to do. Vika, yeah, how do you not have things to do? Maybe it's just things that I choose to do, or what do I want to get into? Let's see, add it to the list of other accounts. I just made it on. What's the plan for tonight? Ryan, I'm kind of trying to figure that out. We knocked out the first project in like an hour. So, kind of want to go over and explore some of this. So, let me grab this. See, figure out which camera I've got that's going to reach over here sufficiently to do this. All right. Because I did make some serious progress on the Apocalypse bike the other night. It was actually, check out that Honda bander. Isn't that cool? What a nice little addition to the shop. I'm pretty stoked about that. But what we did get done, and I showed this really early in the stream, but lights are all in, and everything is working great on the lighting side of things. That's all there, but I did just run into a couple of little issues that kind of threw me for a little bit of loop that I didn't really talk about in the wiring video, okay? So here's the biggest one. I did not point this out. Let me hop over here so you guys can see a little bit better. Is that I bet a lot of people have been very, very frustrated with me because I didn't think it mattered, but it does matter. So here we go. So there we can see we've got, let me flip this over. So we've got our flasher going here. Hopefully, here, let me turn the headlight out. There you go. So you can see my flashers going right here. Well, on your flasher relay right here, these wires matter, which direction they go. And here's something I want to show you. Let's hop back over to the table. And I looked at this for quite a while. So here, there is no marking or no indicator on this at all. As to what is what. It's just two points coming out of the flasher relay. I think we all probably much have these. And here's the problem. I'm sure that there have been, that video has like 4,000 or 5,000 views. I bet there's some people that are just like cursing me. Because if you don't put these on the right way, they don't blink. Damn light just stays on. And I bet people are like, screw that guy. Screw that guy. That guy misled me. Because I never mentioned it. I never mentioned it at all, that you do have to have this a particular way. And there's no marking to really indicate, that that's the way it goes. So I actually got hung up on it myself. I was watching my own wiring video and trying to just refresh myself on how all of this stuff went. And that's what it was. I probably was fiddle farting around here for like a half hour being like, what in the hell is going on? So that's a big one. That was a big little detail that I missed there. The other one came down to just grounding. When you're moving fast in the shop, you can miss the little details, if you will. always make sure that you are scraping away any paint on any ground positions, okay? So you've got your one here on your engine bolt that comes through here. You got to Dremel this down, okay? Dremel that down. I think in the video I did say that, but I was just working so fast in the shop that night. I just didn't do that. I was just like, oh, just put that there, just not thinking and not, you know, going through the process, okay? So that was kind of a big deal. Noticing that my little thing here is off just a little bit. I'm gonna have to fix that. And then also the same one for this one up here. So here's this coming off of that wiring harness. You know, you've got another ground wire that comes down into here and it goes right to your battery box right here. That's a real booger to clean out and get any paint or anything out because that is going to need to be a strong ground in that area as well. So these two grounds, you got to make sure that you grind all of that stuff off. The other thing, I am in love with these Posi-Lock connectors. These things are amazing. Have you guys used these? This is the way to go. I mean, no joke. No joke at all. I think I'm going to just buy 100 of these and use these. I mean, you are 100% for sure good to go on having things work well. Because, let me turn this over. I hope I got enough range. I'm a little worried about my range today. Oh, it'll make it. It's going to make it, guys. Because look at this rat's nest, you know. And it is such a freaking cluster inside of this headlight bucket that I'm just starting to use these Posi-Locks pretty exclusively for a lot of ways. Now this is just kind of tacked together right now. Here you can see I've got a lot of wires coming out of those new handlebar switches that don't have any ends. So I think what I'm going to end up doing, I only have like maybe 5 or 6 of these left right now. I think I'm just going to Posi-Lock the whole damn thing. That's kind of my plan, and just make sure everything is freaking perfect and sealed up. So that's one. I'm going to look and see if they also have Posi-Locks with like multi-connectors. I think that'd be kind of fun. So there's that. And the other thing that blew my mind and was really starting to piss me off, actually, it was really starting to make me angry, is inside here. Let me flip this so it's not quite in your face. This flasher. There's a gray wire in here, all right? So right now it's just kind of hanging there because I've been just dicking around with it. I'm kind of trying to use this one to really get myself to fully understand what is happening with the wiring on these bikes. This gray wire is the gray wire basically from that flasher relay. And this one was hiding down in there and I could not find it, and sure enough, dude, I burned an hour trying to figure out what the hell was wrong there. And it was just this gray wire that needed to get connected so everything kind of worked, all right? So this gray wire is kind of one that was there. I have to go back and watch the video, but I don't recall seeing myself hook this up in that. I remember making that wiring video, and that was, I think the wiring video was the hardest one to make because all of this is so crazy. But yeah, that was the part of it. So I kind of would like to do something, a different wiring video that is maybe off of the bike, but with all of the components on a table so that you could actually see the entire thing kind of laid out. I think that would be kind of interesting to do. And then the other thing that I'm working on, I got a lot of things I'm working on, but the other thing is I did get another little engine stand. So here, let me go back to this. So I've got another engine stand here. And this one's welded up. It was in one of the Honda groups on Facebook. Somebody was selling this. He said he just welded it up or whatever. But I talked to him, and he was like, yeah, you could totally mount an engine in it and bolt this down to a table and run an engine in it. So I was thinking, how cool would it be to like hook up a couple coils, like set this up as like a test rig almost for bench testing an engine. Yeah, Ryan, I think that would be a good video, right? New harness for my CL350. Okay, well, the one video I made should be pretty helpful and get you a long ways. But in that video, I only really went into the lighting, like the ignition and all that stuff. And then in future videos, I went and dove into other stuff. But yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that because I think it would be super useful to people. Colin, reassembling it was a pain because the big center kept falling out. Oh man, I'm missing something here. Rebuilt the starter on a 350 and it didn't go as planned, to say the least. That happens, you know, it happens. Screw stuff up. Hard time with the bushings. Okay. If you do it wrong, burn small wire inside. Oh. Interesting. There's usually a plug which only allows you to connect one way. Yeah, no, they're the same. Roger, I think you're talking about the flasher relay. And on this one, they're exactly the same. Not differentiated, no different shape. There's no marking on either of them to know like what is what. And to boot, I had to make new wires because this is the one part that you have these other wires, these flat spade connectors, which are not common on these Hondas. Usually they're the bullet connectors. So they're the flat spades and then they go into bullet connectors. So I had to make some of those. So that was kind of interesting. But anyway, make sure that stuff is off. But yeah, what do you guys think of that? Do you think that's possible to set this thing up to, you know, bench test engines? I think it'd be really, really cool. Oh, you're already using the wiring video. I was like, you're already using one of these engine stands? How the hell? I'm kind of excited about it because I have a bench out in the garage that would be just perfect for this. I could just, you know, bolt it to the table, hook it up, and test and see what the hell's going on with some of these things. I could even just mount a set of carburetors on there that I could just plug right in that I know work or whatever and just do it. So yeah, cheap stuff. Simple stuff, man. People make the coolest stuff. No joke. People just make the coolest stuff. Trying to figure out what I want to dive into, guys. No joke. Those are the two things I wanted to show you on the wire, or the three things. I wanted to show you that gray wire for sure, the flasher relay, and then how much I am in love with Posi-Lock connectors. I really am in love with Posi-Lock. I think that they make a ton of sense. It just makes it easy because like there's like no soldering involved. You don't have to dick around with, you know, soldering stuff or any of that. So what do we do? What do we want to do? You know, I'm kind of in the middle of big projects. You know, this degreasing this engine. That's going to be a big project. Cleaning the CL exhaust. I could feel myself doing that tonight. Brian, you had to come back. Oh, come on. Thanks for coming back, man. It's good to have you here. Oh, Tyler. Awesome. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, man. Let's do that. I want to show you that. I hope I got enough range. Let's go grab this camera over here. We're going to go fly just a little bit. Tula Tom, how you doing, buddy? Good to see ya. Oh, it has been a thrilling adventure so far tonight. Okay, I am going to grab my flashlight for this because I'm so glad you reminded me of that, Tyler. Oh, what to do with my flashlight? Oh, it's in my pocket. My flashlight's in my pocket. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to work on that exhaust a little bit. All right, let me get you some elevation here. A little U2 action. All right. How close can I get you here? Bear with me. There. You guys see that? That is tough to see, no joke. Let me grab a little pointer so you can kind of see what's going on here. Ouch. It's tough for me to see too if you can see what the hell's going on. All right. So underneath here, here's your main bolt. for your speedometer, right? This one goes into your bracket right here, into the bracket right there. That's where one end of that goes. It goes on the bottom edge here. So like under your washer, locking washer, all of that. And then, so it comes from your gauge right here. God, I really hope you guys can see that. And then it comes down underneath. So let me go mobile here just a little bit. And where it goes is down on the stud, or kind of where the you know, your, I don't know, is it a yoke, or I don't know what it's called, but it's your handle, it's the bars for your handlebars. It just comes down from there, tilt it, there, from here, and then it comes down onto that. Okay, that's it. Now, the other thing to remember on this as well is that, like, if you have a painted bar like this, you're gonna need to scrape off some paint on that to make sure that you're getting ground on that. So it's just there on the bottom. This is just that part. It's this part, the bottom part, right there. So boom, boom, boom. Oh, this is freaking hard. 1, 2. I'll do a better video. How about I do that? I'll make another video kind of showing this mystery ground cable, because that definitely is one. And it is in the 72 series as well, where I was having a problem with my horn. My horn wasn't working, and that was why. That's why that was not. That's why that was not working. Did that work? Make one. Yeah, just make one, man. I mean, you could even, I mean, technically, I mean, you probably could just wrap wire around it and then put the nuts on it. Totally, just make one. It'll be okay. Tula posi locks. Yeah, I love posi locks. Big. Great. Under the top tree. So, let's see, Tyler. Okay, awesome. So that worked for you. You got what you needed there? Yes, Colin, it is a necessity. Absolutely, you do need that. It will. Your switches aren't going to work right without that ground, because it basically grounds your handlebars, and your bars are grounded. Your switches are grounding to your bars, so your bars have to be grounded. That was a fluke lesson, you know, that I probably learned. I learned, just fiddle farting around trying to figure out what the hell was wrong with it. So, okay, let me get this hub out of the way. Where am I going to put this so I don't drop that on the ground and bust it all up? All right. I am really torn. I am really torn on doing CB or CL exhaust on this. Because for those of you who have joined, just real quick, I do have another muffler option. I got these bad boys in the mail, and I actually really, really, really like them. Grounds will drive you crazy, actually, if you don't have them right. So yeah, oh God, come on, dude. So I got these low pipes, and I'm kind of like with them a little bit, and it's got me thinking a little bit about CB. .16 gauge wire or thereabout should be about plenty. Yeah, so what do you think? CB or CL exhaust on this bike? I'm so torn. Colin, I have a ground on the bolt that holds my headlight on, like on the inner side. Oh yeah, I usually just, I think I've just bypassed those before. Man, we're getting all into wiring. Like my least favorite thing, actually, is wiring. But I'm trying to get better at it. You're probably talking, at least I think you're talking, about this. There's a little ground wire on a little bracket in here, like this. God, where's that damn flashlight? I knew lighting was going to be an issue when I started doing this. Like that, and then you've got like a little ground wire coming out of it, like that. Yep. So what I believe those were for originally are for grounding the signals, if I remember right. I just grounded mine. I had enough grounding. Oh, wow, look at that strober. I just grounded mine into these for now, but I could easily put them into there. They're just another ground point, because the other one's broke. You can see it's over on this side. That one's broke. Right there, I could fix that. So, I mean, it goes and grounds your lights. So here's what I did on these. I mean, we can just keep talking about wiring too. What I did on this, and this is tough, I actually just grounded straight off of the bolt on the inside. So right now it's looped over here because I'm just kind of dicking around with it. But I just put a loop on this, and that served as my ground. It grounds that shaft on that light. And then I can run that in, and that is grounded into my bundle here. Wiring videos are tough. I think the only way to make a good wiring video would be to actually lay it all out on a table and just show people, because doing it in the bucket there's just too much happening here. There's just too much in here. The other thing that I want to do on this one too is, like, and I'm sure that you guys have done this many times or many more times than me, the wire coming out of your light is like this long, and it's stuck way in the back of your bucket. I want to just add length to that. I want to get all my wires so I can, like, work on it outside of the bucket instead of having to curl everything kind of back into it. That'd be something I think that would be fun to do. Just add wire, just like not a ton of wire, but just enough wire so that you can actually work on it, because this gets messy, man. This gets so messy to deal with. The other problem or issue that I had the other night, the only thing I wasn't able to get that I was hoping to get was this switch to work. Because inside here, remember, here's our rear brake light switch for our brake lever, for our front brake lever. I think the switch is broke, or these wires are messed up because they fall right out. So these actually just fall right out, and it does look like they're soldered, so I may have to find a new switch or investigate this switch to try and make that. So that was the only thing I couldn't get to work. Everything else is hopefully good, but I do need to fix my what would that be? My front brake light switch. That's going to turn on that rear brake light. So that was the only thing I couldn't get to go. And then, man, like, honestly, once you get all the lighting out of the way on these, there's not that much left to do, because you eliminate everything here. The back end of the bike is actually really, 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 really easy. It all matches right up. And here you can see I used some nice posi locks, got those going. But this is just match it up. You know, you've got ground and blue and ground and orange. You've got your green is always ground. Just always remember that. And then just match the colors. And then you've got green, yellow stripe, and a brown. I think that was just a straight brown. And out of your wiring harness, you know, that's all there. So back end, piece of cake. Ain't no big thing to do that. The other part to just kind of do it, I mean, just do a quick walk around. Again, these grounds are really important. Make sure you shave off any of the metal or any of the paint that's on the frame when you're getting your grounds going. You've got a ground here on your battery box. Goes on that middle bolt of your battery box. And then you've got this one down, got this one down here. That's actually going to be your engine bolt. For now, just while I'm in the shop, I just put a bolt in there with a nut, so that'll work. And that's pretty easy right there. Don't mind this wire. This is that switch wire that I need. And then, let's see. Yeah, let's just move over to the other side. I think I got enough range here to do it. I've got, like, just enough range. Don't get seasick on me, boys and girls. And let's go up. Hopefully the lighting's not too bad. Oh, that lighting's not too bad. Looks okay. All right, so then from here, let's go down to here. You need like one backlight on this wall. That'd be perfect. So here, your regulator rectifier. So remember, I got the upgraded regulator rectifier on this bike. So that eliminated kind of the red finned box. There's my light, just in case. Here's my regulator rectifier down here. This basically just plugs together. So this is easy because you got a white box and a white box right here. Man, that camera got real low on me here. Let's move that up. There we go. So the only thing, remember, just when you're putting this together, just make sure you've got the sides matching before you put it all together. So like here we have yellow, pink, and yellow, pink, because you could, in theory, flip this around and do some not so good things, right? So go ahead and just make sure that those colors are all aligned before you push that piece back together. The regulator, out of the regulator, there's going to be one lone black power right here. If you go over to your wiring harness, this one goes to your stator coil, the round thing that goes over the magnet, right? This plugs into there, but inside of here, there's going to be a double black. I wonder if you can see that. There's like a double black right here. This is just a black one. So your black goes in here on one. Okay, just like that. And then your rear brake light switch, which I don't know if I've ever even shown one on stream before or not. Here's your rear brake light switch. It's just a springy deal like this. Just like that. This one, if you take a look at the colors, there's a black and a green yellow stripe. So the black goes into one of the two off of that. So then you got your two kind of sitting there like that. And then inside your bundle, there's going to be a green and a yellow. And that all just kind of plugs together there. I believe that's it. Yep, green and yellow, green and yellow. That all pushes together there just like that. So then you got your rear brake light switch. I'm not messing with any of this stuff yet because I don't have the engine in and I don't have any of that there. So that's where we're at there. I just want to check up on chat, see what's going on. 12 volt, yeah. Yep. 12 volt for sure. Ryan, damn, I didn't have a ground on the battery box either. What hooligan worked on this thing I found? It might have been ground someplace else. I mean, it could go anywhere technically. But on the ones I've taken apart, it's definitely looked like that. Or it's been mounted to that point. Let me head back over to the desk here just for a second. One, because I want to drink a coffee, but also I want to read some of the comments that are coming in here because I think I'm missing some stuff. Oh, tin bender, cheap. I think I got one $10. Oh, a tin bender. Yeah, that would actually be really handy. You wouldn't need a very big one. Welding seems like a good thing to learn. Colin, absolutely. It's the one skill that I wish I had. I think I could really have some fun doing some of that. I have none of these grounds, LOL. Not in my diagram either, but mine's little. Yeah, yours a little smaller, but there's got to be a ground someplace. I mean, again, I work on 350s. That's what I'm doing. Agree. You're gonna buy a welder just so I can learn. Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna buy a welder, I want to buy a good welder. So I'm kind of just, I'd like to go take a class, honestly. But COVID has like kind of shut that all down. Honestly, that was one of my to-do lists for 2020 was to go to like a tech school and just take a couple welding classes, but that didn't work out well. Welders get paid very, very well. It's a great side hustle. 100% agree. Yeah, welding's amazing. HF has some cheapy welders to start with. Yeah, my whole theory, I guess, with tools, is buy good tools. So I've wasted so much stuff. Yeah, Brian, no whiskey tonight. I actually don't have any whiskey in the house right now. I have nothing. I have a cup of coffee and a LaCroix tonight, not drinking. I could take a shot of vodka or something, I guess, but I have no whiskey, and, I just don't have no whiskey tonight. Vika welds. I didn't know that. You're learning? Well, we're all learning. Ryan, what welding do you do? Okay, blah, blah, blah. Lincoln 180 HD is on my hit list. Yeah, so yeah, I've had a few people email me like recommendations of what to get. A TIG or a MIG or you know, all the differences and all that. I don't know. But I'd hate to buy like a cheap welder that I would just get frustrated with, where maybe it's not necessarily my technique. I just have like a bad welder, you know. So let's see. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer today. It's okay. It's Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. We're moving through everything there. Stick and wire, Oxy Ace. I have a full set of oxyacetylene welding in my garage or in my shed right now. I just I don't know how to use it. I picked that whole setup off of an estate sale for $100, I think. And it's a nice set. It's got 3 sets of torches. Came with everything I would need. I just need to learn how to use the damn thing. Steve, I think you have an extra brake light switch in front of you if you want it. Bought 2 by accident. Oh, you have an extra brake light switch for the front if you want it. Bought 2. Steve, I might be interested in that. I might be interested in that. I was trying to remember if I had one laying around someplace in a bin, but I don't think I do. That'd be interesting, man. If you'd like to work something out, send an email to brian@keeponwrenching.com. That's Brian with an I. I could use one. I'm a little paranoid. You know, let's look at that switch. That would be a good one because I was puzzling on that. I'll definitely learn a good bit of both. Colin, I think you're going to end up being pretty goddamn handy. That's what I think is going to happen. I think you're going to learn a lot of good stuff. Lincoln isn't a garbage brand from my research. Good beginner's unit, always technique in the beginning. Yeah. Brian T, second that. Lincoln. Okay, Lincoln's good. I've been called worse. Let's take a look at this switch. So let me find... No, and I'm going to vent just for a little bit. This has been a week. This has been a very interesting week, especially for anybody in the U.S. right now. It's been a week, right? It's been a week. Free? Oh, Steve, I gotta give you something for it, man. Gotta give you something for it. Oh, I'm hung up over here. Let's go over here. We're going to look at the rest of this wiring, and then what we'll do is we'll take a look at that switch, and we'll see if maybe it is fixable, and maybe we can get it installed. I just kind of gave up, man, because I was working and working and working. The ignition, okay, so your ignition is the easiest of all the things to plug in. That is just, it should be on its own dedicated little plug, just like that. It's a brown one. I think they're all brown. But that literally just plugs in. You're going to need that in order to test anything that you got going on. So you've got that. And then, of course, here is that flasher relay that we talked about earlier. You just want to make sure you got your wires going in the right way. But I think you just guess which way that actually goes. That is a gray coming out of the main wiring harness. I got to get a better light over here. I'm gonna challenge myself to do a little bit better video on the wiring. And then black. There's a double black coming out up here. See if I can show you that. There's a double black here. That black goes to this as well. So this all just clips together just like that. Boom, boom. Just like that. Like after you've done it a few times, it's actually not that hard. It's just remembering all of the little nuances and details that's going into it. Oh, central machinery. Side hustles are great ways to learn. I love side hustle. I mean, keep on wrenching, to be quite honest, I mean, it could be considered a little bit of a side hustle right now. Because my wife the other night, was a while back, but you know, I was like, okay, I gotta go make some videos and stuff, and she was like, hey, just so you know, you have a part-time job, you know that? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, this has turned into a part-time job. I'm like, yeah, it kind of has, hasn't it? It's kind of fun. Kind of fun. All right, what's going on here? I'm at a desk, lab bench all day. Come home, build things. Wait, switching to something more metallic. Yeah, welding's good. Okay, let's get that switch out. That's what we're going to do. Sorry I'm bouncing all over the place tonight, guys. Bouncing all over the place. But it's a good opportunity to show you how these darn switches work and how those come in and out, because I've broken so many of these darn things. I've broken many of them. Oh, dude, she loves this stuff. She loves it. So this is just kind of a pressure fit in here. I'll give you a good look once I can get it to move. That's out. And to get it out, you're going to need to take your handle off. I think my handles are on upside down right now too, by the way. But this should pop right out of here. And then we can take a look at this switch. It kind of hides in there. I didn't even know this damn switch existed until I think I ran across somebody else's video where they were messing around with it. And I was like, oh, I see how that works. Might have to grab a little bit of a needle nose because it's like a little bit of an angle and it just kind of smooshes in there. And then it smooshes in there at kind of a tension point, and then getting it out, you're kind of pulling on it, and then you kind of tend to break the wiring like I did. Gotta be really careful on the bike here. Pull that out. There, pulls that straight out. And then we can come back over to the table and take a little closer look at this. Get you over here. This has turned out to be an all right stream. Kind of chill. Not quite as aggressive as last week, which I think is okay, because last week got a little bit crazy. So here's that little switch. All right, so the switch actually activates when it is released. All right, so that's like your handle or your lever. Your lever, you pull your lever and the switch opens, and that actually will turn the light on. On the back side, there's just a couple, try to get this to focus. There's two little ports in here. Trying to see if this little switch comes apart at all. Looks like there could be a little groove there. But then it does look like there are two small little contacts. Here, I'm going to take a picture of it and then hold it up and show you guys. I just got a message from the guy that needed that alternator starter clutch. Still interested. I'm going to message him and just say, just took it out live on stream. Like a baller. Boom. All right, and then I want to take a picture of this switch so you guys can actually see it. Yeah, and then I can go like this. See how there's just like two little ports. There's one here, one there, one here, one there. I think I should be able to fix this switch. I should be able to hit that switch up. Or fix the switch up. Because there's just two little ports in there. I mean, it'd be awesome to have a new one. But it does look like, if you look really close at the wiring, come on, focus. There is solder on there. Which I am probably the world's worst solderer. Not sure. Yeah, Greg just replied, I better tune in. Thanks. That's awesome. That's fun. So it's all good. It's all evaporusting. You're good to go. Yeah, so I think I'm not seeing a way that this switch actually comes apart here. Colin, all right, I better get going then, gentlemen and ladies. It's been real for sure, but the schoolwork is waiting to be done. Definitely any fall behind now. Signal in, signal out, controlled by momentary connection of when the lever is depressed. Correct, Brian T. Correct. I was hoping that this might pop apart. It's got to. Every part comes apart. Every part comes apart a little bit more. Every part comes apart. We need more aggression. I don't know what kind of aggression I've got in my soul tonight, man. Honestly. Ryan, damn, Brian for the win. I suck at electronics. Later, Colin. It can't, Ryan, it's not too bad. I think the biggest thing is just staying organized. I'm actually just trying to see if this comes apart. There are two little grooves. I'm going to get my dental pick. And I'm going to see if I can actually, it looks like there might be two little catch points on there that might work. I'll get a little pick here. Boy, I got cameras rolling all over the place here tonight. Grab these little picks out of here. See if I can stab myself in the finger. Let's see if I can give you guys a little bit downward look. Downward dog here. Yeah, staying organized. But also I think like having enough lead built into your wires helps a lot too. Okay, so there's a little hole right here. And there's a spring in there, so that makes sense. It doesn't come out this end. This had to go together somehow. Had to come together somehow. Get the Sawzall. That is the answer to everything, isn't it, guys? Getting the Sawzall. But see this little notch? There's like a little notch right here, and there's a little notch right here. Just wondering if that's like a little pressure point that you can make it move. Doesn't feel like it. That might not come apart. Well, sounds like I might have a lead on another one. So let's just see if we can see if it's just a pressure fit that we can just pull apart. Let's just see that. Let's just see. Man, we've been doing this for 2 hours already. Man, you guys are awesome for hanging with this. There ain't really nothing special going on tonight. I'm just gonna try see what the hell happens. That damn thing pulled apart. And there went the spring, and there went the contacts. Oh boy. Okay, let me get a piece of something a little lighter so you guys can see what's going on here, but it all came apart. That was just a pressure fit connector. Got that, I got that, I got that, I got that. Get this out of the way. Let's put this down here so you guys can kind of see what's going on. Boom. Here it is. And there's the switch button. So there's all the little parts for this bad boy. So it looks like, if I haven't completely destroyed it at this point, I definitely have now, I think. So there's the button. That slides into here. Good luck ever getting that back in there. Oh, there that went. And then what you would do is take your spring. Let's see. I'm going to guess that spring goes this way. Spring drops onto there just like that. Yeah, there's a little pressure on that, so that's good. Then it's a matter of getting the contacts in. And welding, or not welding, soldering this all back together. Brian, you're leaving us again. Okay, man, you'll be back. Study motor controllers. Brian, you need a voltage tester to verify the switch is bad. Yeah, good call. Good call. I have one. Yeah, I have one. Let's see. Motor controllers. Tiger Trainer. Yep, Joe, is that you? My boss is sometimes like, am I the only person not to watch that show? Tiger King, is that what it was? Is that what we're talking about? See, so where did these come out of? Oh, I'm on it. I'm on it here. So it goes together like this. Or it may be like this. No, would make more sense to have it that way. And then these go this way. So I would be able to actually solder this back together, I think. Yep. And then this all would push back together into that housing. And I was right. I wish you guys could see this. So there's a little jag in it right here. And then that actually clips in to that little hole on the side. Brian, I know you'll be back. But go study, man. Go study the motor controllers. I think I'm going to try. And fix this. Because all that it would mean is this and this. All I have to do is solder this back onto there, and this one onto there, and then there's that would clip in there. So I just need to make sure it goes this way. The most thrilling live stream ever. Hey, Greg. Dude, we did some work for you today. We got that bad boy. Oh, it goes like that. Yep, just like that. That's how it goes. Just like that. So the V is out, and it would get soldered into there. I should be able to do that. So the V is up, and then we could solder this all together just like that. That's it. Kevy Kev. This is your front brake switch that I stupidly broke when I was trying to wire the motorcycle, and I'm trying to see if I could actually fix it. It looks like a pretty rudimentary, simple thing. It doesn't look very complicated at all. Oops, I gotta be careful. I'm dropping parts all over the place. Just like that. Yeah, thrilling stuff, huh? But these are like all the little things. These are all the little things that we have to do on these bikes to get them working right. You know, it's like you have all these little adventures, mini adventures all the time to be able to do that. Oh, by the way, for all you new people that showed up, look at this freaking coffee holder. How freaking amazing is this? It's a gimbal, apparently. That's what everybody, that's somebody, I think Roger, you said that was a gimbal? This is the damn coolest freaking coffee cup holder I've ever seen in my life. There's coffee in that cup. And it ain't spilling. I could sit here and do this like all day. I have a solder gun. I think that's what we'll do. Anyway, I'll stop playing around with the cup. I'm in kind of a weird headspace, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in a little bit of a weird headspace. It's just been weird. It's just been such a weird week. The vibes are a little off in the world, just a little bit. I don't know if it's dragging me down a little bit. These things, oh my God. I love them. Yeah, it's the front brake light switch. So it's on your front brake lever, and it kind of goes in there. If we can fix it, we'll try to put it in. Got my solder, and then I've got my flux here. Cool. We can try this. Random stuff. Oh, this was the other project I had laid out as well. We got to clean up a freaking horn. Because I didn't want to put the horn or anything in because we did that. And now it's all starting to come back to me about what we were going to be doing tonight. Ooh. It's all coming back to me now. Cool. All right. Just need something to solder on top of. I guess this little box will work. I am the world's worst solderer. I remember when I learned how to properly spell solder. I was in, I think, 7th grade band, and I played trombone. And one of the, I don't know, welds, would you call it, or the solders on my trombone broke. And I wrote a note to my band instructor, and I said, hey, my trombone needs to be soldered. And I spelled it like S-O-D-D-E-R-E-D, okay? So I'm in 7th freaking grade, okay? And he sent, or on the note, he gave me the note back. And on the note, he had crossed out SODDER and wrote SOLDER. He said, "Did you mean SOLDER question mark?" And I was like, "Sure." I remember just being like, "Oh my God, I'm stupid. I just talked to a teacher. I'm stupid." I thought that was, I was embarrassed. See, going deep into the memory bank here. All right, so a little bit of flux. Heat this up, and I don't think on the switch it should matter. Clean my tip here just a little bit. I don't think the orientation on the switch matters. Looking at it, I don't think it matters at all. Just clean this tip off just a little bit. And just kind of clean up some of the solder that's on there. Now, there might be just enough on there that I could tack this right back on there. Try heat up both parts. No, that didn't stick on there. I clean this. I'm going to start with some fresh wire, I think. I think that would be a good idea. You guys could also see the my shakiness of my hand on this video, probably too. I do not have the most steady of hands. I'm just going to restrip this, but this also gives me an opportunity to show you one of my yeah, Kev, I'll probably replace the damn thing anyway. But it's fun. I just want to keep learning about these damn bikes. I love these freaking wire strippers. I think these are like the most brilliant damn thing in the world. There, we got some nice clean wire there. I was actually really surprised when I went through motorcycle training, or my rider's academy. I'm just jacking this all up. There we go. That your front brake is what you use all the time. Or pretty much, anyway. I was really surprised by that. I figured you just roll around on your rear brake. That would be your main one. But no, it's like crazy. It was a high number. It was like, what was it? It's like 70% of your braking power or something was in your front brake. I think that's accurate. Just going to lay that on there like that. These are tough focal points here for me on this video for sure. Sorry about that. I mean, again, it is what it is. Heat the part. I want to get this old solder off of there. There we go. Heat the part. Heat it up. Add your solder. Now, did I solder the wire? Oh, I almost had it. Ah! Oh, Jesus. Come on, B. Come on, B. It's a lot harder than it looks to get this to work right. It's a lot harder than it looks. Yeah, I was just really surprised by that. I was like, huh. Never thought about it so much. See if that worked. There, we got that one on there. I think that'll stay there. Let's try and get this other one. I mean, all these little damn skills that we have to learn to work on these stupid bikes, right? Let me give myself a little bit of room here. Let's go back over here. Flippy thing out. Flippy thing out. Heat it up. Oh, heat it up. Grab some solder. See if that works. Oh, I dropped my solder right on the damn thing. Man, how people like made computers and did all this stuff in the past just blows my mind. Blows my mind. Cool. Yeah. I think that'll work. Cool. Let's do it. All right. So for those of you who are just joining the stream, I'll go back over here and show you guys what we're working on. This is where that front brake switch goes. It slides. I don't want to lose the spring, but it goes right in here. Slides up in here, and it's kind of triggered by, you know, that front brake lever. So it slides in here. It's easy to miss, man. It's easy to miss. Easy to miss for sure. We got that. I put that there. We got that, and oh, Satana. I knocked this one off. That sucks. All right, so I got to do this one again. Got to try this one again. That sucks. This one, I literally just picked it up and I knocked it off. Dumb. Dumb. Like, who came up with this stuff? Who was like, this is a thing? It's amazing what humans can figure out. Just gotta get that copper piece to heat up. There we go. That should do it now. There. Mo better, mo better. Still interested in getting that real switch though. So please email me, Brian at keeponwrenching.com. Brian with an I. All right, so then that just lays in here just like this on that piece. This one will come around, lay in here just like this. And then we grab our switch with our spring and our plunger. Line that all up. And it should all push right back together. Oh, look at that, guys. How about that? How about that? 68 or 70 models. Yes, yes they are. They are actually in the brake cable, in the front brake cable. They are an integrated switch, which I have one. I believe I have one. They are not manufactured anymore. Let me see if I can find this, dude. That is a really good question. And on my 70, I actually needed to come up with a solution to it. Look at all these cables I have. This is like ridiculous. Where is that one? It's got an integrated switch in it. I had to modify my 70 to make it work. Let me see if I can find that real quick. That is a really freaking good question, Greg. And it's something that I puzzled on. Here it is. Here it is, here it is. So on the old ones, I'll just throw them on the ground. So here's your front brake cable. Okay, so here's your handlebar sound. And here it is right here. This is actually the brake switch for those early models. It's integrated right into the cable. So this goes down, that's your wheel, that's your front brake. Right? If you look on that front brake cable, it's right here. They don't make this anymore. They don't make that anymore. So this is it right here. So somehow it's being triggered on the cable. Assad just subscribed. Awesome, you fired off that MacGyver alert. Love it. Now I'm going to have that MacGyver song in my head for the rest of the night. Assad, that's awesome. Thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Thanks for following. Keep on wrenching. But yeah, Greg, that's how that works. It's totally different on those older ones. I struggled with that on my 70 for sure, because it did the cable. What was it? Oh, what was wrong on my 70 is that the handlebar switch was actually broken, and the mount for the lever was broken, and I had to get a new switch. But the new switch didn't have it was a whole cluster. I should absolutely do a video on that. I should write that down. But yeah, that's what you're looking for on that front brake cable on the early ones. It's that integrated front brake switch is in the cable. I bet there's somebody on eBay who would want this if it's not seized up. I don't know if it's seized up. No, it's a free cable. This cable is free. I don't know if I could part with it though, honestly. But yeah, that's an awesome question. Those little nuances. Oh, I actually have another one. I actually have two. That's right. So I got another one here. Again, so Greg, I mean, if you would maybe need one, I've got one. I don't know if this one's free though. Is this cable free? It could be free. Yeah, it would require a little bit of cleaning, but it could be free. But yeah, there's that switch, just different. It's different. Okay, so now what I want to do, now that I've got this all kind of in place, I want to do just a little bit of shrink wrap. A little bit of shrinky wrap on this, just to protect it. I got a whole, dude, I like to shop for things. I wish I had a small black piece. That would be really nice to do that with, but I'm gonna have to go a little bit bigger. Blue, green. I feel like this blue, that red would seem a little obnoxious to me. I can always tape over it. Yeah, the only thing is you can't buy that cable anymore. And I had to buy a perch. I'll do a video on it because I can't honestly remember right off the top of my head what the hell's going on. I think I need a little bit bigger one to get over here. I think this will work. A little red. Let's try this. I just want to protect that now that we've done that. Slide this all over. I can color it later. Josh Whitford, $20 coming in. Oh my God, let's wait for the emote. Trying to get this to go on here. Need a little bit bigger piece. Little bit bigger piece. Come on, buddy. There it is, Josh Whitford, $20 super chat coming in on the stream. Thanks so much, Josh. You fired off that Jack Bauer alert. We got the 24 theme rocking and rolling right now. So thank you so much for the support, man. I plan on keeping up the work. I'm glad you think it's good work. I appreciate that very, 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 very much. That's awesome. Very generous of you and fantastic, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're having fun. We're working on little tiny little things tonight. And it's kind of annoying. I think I need to go up one step further, but that's okay because that's going to be black. And it's going to look a lot better. It's going to look more better once we get that going. So make sure I got this piece all slid in here good enough. Boop, boop. Now we can grab this. That's fantastic. Thanks so much, Josh. Thanks for stopping by the stream tonight. Hope you're having a good night. Greg, Harbor Freight sells tape that you brush on. Interesting. Oh, like kind of like a putty or something like that, or like a rubber paint kind of a thing that would work. That's cool. Here's like my most I freaking love shrink wrap. Shrink wrap is one of the most satisfying things that we can work with, because man, you get out your heat gun and we just watch this thing just kind of shrink. It's very, very satisfying. I want to pull this back just a little bit. Ooh, ooh. And we'll get this all on here real nice. I hope it goes just a little bit tighter. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. A little more. There we go. I think we might have fixed that switch. And there it is. And then that would flop right back into that port on that handlebar. It'll be beautiful. Just like that. Look at that. And you know what? The plunger works too. So the plunger is working on that. We should be good to go. Boom, 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 bop, ba, ba, da. So there you go. But yeah, please email me. God, who was that earlier in the chat? You know who you are if you were watching. You said you had a new one that you didn't need. Email Brian at keeponwrenching.com. And we'll knock that thing out. So let's go back over to the bike. Let's take a look here. Here's where that bad boy inserts. And just one other little note on this. Make sure that you always feed this switch in from this front side. It's in the hole. It's easy to miss. This one's really, really easy to miss. Let me give you just a little bit of elevation here. See, ooh, I'm maxed out. Let me turn that just like that. And then you just pull that whole thing through, just like that. There is a little locator tab. Oh, I might have to cut that away just a little bit. But I want to show you the little locator tab. See it right here? Ooh, got to focus right there. Slides in. There's a little locator tab right on the switch. Right there. Very, very easy. And we should, yep, that's going to go. So just make sure as you push it, because this is a pressure fit. This thing's pressure fit on here. It's tight. It's really tight. All right, so best thing to do is to be aligned before you push it on. And we should be able to push this right through here. Yeah, I think I do have to trim that just a little bit. I got a little excessive with the shrink wrap. That's not a huge surprise for me, because I just love working with the stuff so much. I'll just pull that back, and I just pulled it out. Gosh darn it. I'm going to have to put that all back together again. Exhausting. But with all failures, I do want to show you how this all wires back in together here. Let's go to the bucket. Just like that. This is going to come back down over the bucket, through the end of the bucket. Green, ground. Just always remember green is ground. Green's going to go into any one of your ground spots that you have. There's going to be a bunch of hubs in here. There's going to be one right here, like here. So we can plug this into here. Boop, bop, boo doop. That'll be there. This is like the thing of nightmares, is looking at this stuff. And then there's a green and red. And you look around in here, someplace in the nest is going to be a green and a red wire. There, I see it. And you'll basically just connect those two, and that'll operate that back switch. Why is that one so damn short? This is what I mean. I want to add more. I want to add more length to that. Because wouldn't it be easier? Wouldn't it be nice to be able to like work on the wiring, but just be out here and work on it? Another thing I was thinking of that would be kind of neat would be to get like a circuit board or something, cut it to the size of these buckets, and then just make a circuit board that all of these could just like plug into, and the whole damn thing would work. How neat would that be? Just like bop, and it would all be labeled and it would all be marked. You know, again, that's like getting out there just a little bit, but how cool would it be to have a kit like that you just pop it in? Because this is a nightmare. You know, this is just it's a shit show and a half. No joke. How about, yeah, like a little circuit board or something that you could plug right into that and make that work. That's something that I think would be absolutely fantastic. All right. It's a rear brake light switch. Well, it's your front brake light on your lever, but it fires your rear brake light. Okay, so if you pull on your front brake, it's going to light up your rear brake light. That makes sense? Makes sense, right? Yeah. So we're doing all this, man. What a cool stream. I'm having fun tonight. It's just chill. I mean, last week we were doing caveman stuff. Last week we were tearing apart that engine, doing all that. That's nuts. Yeah, rear brake light switch ain't no problem. I got that. So again, if you guys are just coming in real quick, I'll show you that rear brake light switch. Duke. Let's move over here. Don't get seasick with me here. Here's your rear brake light switch. And your rear brake light switch, let me get this in view for you. Here's your rear brake light switch, all right? And if you remember, this gets pulled down from your brake lever, all right? It actually mounts in here just like that. And your rear brake lever pulls and actuates that switch right here. Very easy. Again, that's just two wires. That's a green and a yellow and a black powered right through the switch into your main harness. So we covered that in depth. We covered that in depth on the YouTube video. And then we also chatted a little bit about it tonight as well. So that's how all that stuff kind of works. Ryan, there are no dumb questions. Dumb question, could be the bourbon, but do the ground wires matter where they go? As in, can I plug any green male into any green female? Ground is ground. As far as I know, and everything I've done, ground is ground. If it's green and there's a spot, plug it in. You know, that's it. Don't worry about that. It's all the other colored ones that you need to worry about. Oh, sorry, to be clear, a guy who had one realized it was a rear, not a front. Got it. So he doesn't have the part you need from my understanding from his comments. Well, then he's just worthless to me. No, just kidding. It's all good. I'll find one. I'll buy one. It's a safety thing. Somebody in the comments made a really good point about that. It's a safety thing, too, that having that brake switch work. So that's key. Good stuff. Whatever. So this is a part of the wiring too. So I'm kind of shooting to get this wiring stuff all figured out. So I thought tonight would be a really good time to clean up my horn. So testing a horn is very, very easy. Let's go back over to the bike. So if you've got a horn and you don't know, like we don't ever know if any of this stuff actually works or not, right? So on your brake or on your horn, you've got black. Black is going to always be power. And then we've got a black, or a green, it looks like. So that would be ground in my mind, I guess. But black's going to be power. So you can always test by going, like, just touch it to your battery, just like this. There. Boop, boop. Should we do it one more time? Drive the dog crazy. I don't want to do that. But that's how you can test to make sure you got a horn good. Okay? Horn's in good shape. It's going to work. But now we got to make it look kind of respectable, you know? Got to make it look respectable. And on the back side of this thing, we got to take it apart. So there's two very, 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 very small little nuts on here. I do not believe I have a wrench that small to be able to do it. So, you know, it's a perfect time to go ahead and get that adjustable wrench out and just take these off. So first things first, let's just take these two things apart. This is probably how what we'll do for the rest of the stream is let's refurb this horn. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Maybe we'll get to some coils too. Maybe we'll install our new coils. We've got a bunch of new coils. 2 new coils to install as well. That's all part of wiring. I think we'll just go into this. These are nice and crusty, so we'll pull these off of here. It's in good shape, David. This horn's in really good shape. I think it's going to clean up very, very well. It's going to be good. There we go. I have no idea what size this is or why they had to throw this kind of, oh, it's a long-winded bugger too. Oh, it might be stripped out. Nope, there it came. Woo, whew, whew, whew. But dodged a bullet. Oh, no worries, Steve. Thank you so much for offering, though. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. No worries. They're cheap. I think I can find one for, $8 or something like that. Ain't no big deal. I do appreciate that. And again, guys, if you're on the stream, you're watching, or you watch back a stream later on, and I have something that you guys want, just send an email over to Brian at keeponwrenching.com, Brian with an I, and just let me know. Just let me know. I'm going to keep working on this, but I do want to go check up on the Facebook page and check up on some things here. So let's go see. Do we got any new members in here? Oh, we got some new posts for sure. Let's see. No pending members. If you're watching this stream right now, make sure that you go and sign up for that. Up to 79 members now in the Keep On Wrenching group, which is freaking amazing. The COVID project from Ryan is hanging out there. Yeah, that's an awesome color. Is that Panther Gold? I forget what color that is, but that is freaking sweet. Lots of cool stuff happening there. And then also, guys, don't forget to head over to keeponwrenching.com, all right? On keeponwrenching.com, sign up for the email newsletter. That's the first thing that you want to do, all right? keeponwrenching.com. I'm going to do a monthly e-newsletter. The first one went out. I think I'm going to send out that first one again to people who didn't receive it, because I've actually received a whole ton of subscriptions here. The site's coming along awesome. Making progress pretty much every week by adding some stuff. There's photos here of some of the builds that we're working on, some upcoming projects that we've got. I'm going to build all that out. I'm going to really build out this video section. I want to do it by the things that you're dealing with. Right now it's linked up to the YouTube channel. And this resources page is something that I'm having a lot of fun writing content for right now. So, what kind of motorcycle do you have? Look at your serial numbers. Where do you buy parts? And then manuals. We don't need no stinking manuals. Yeah, you do. You need the best manual out there. It's the Chilton Honda 350 360 Twins Repair and Tune-Up Guide. This is the best one. Go ahead and grab yourself a copy. That's my thank you for supporting the channel, okay? So go get that manual. That's going to be amazing. Got a parts store coming soon. Probably going to run that through eBay, I'm thinking, of all these extra parts that I've got in the shop. And then also, guys, if you want to support the stream, you can make a donation on the website. Just hit that support tab. And then what I'm really excited about, guys, I'm having a blast with this. I should have my products, my sample products this week on this. Go get yourself some swag. Got t-shirts and mugs and all kinds of stuff. So if you enjoy the channel and you're watching the streams and you're having fun with it, go check out the merch store. Some cool stuff. Get yourself a neck gaiter or whatever. I'm excited. I got one of these coats, and I'm excited to see if this coat's going to be worthwhile. And also that coffee mug. So, and then also, stickers are on the way. I'll reveal those on the next stream. Actually had a viewer reach out and say, hey, Brian, I work for a company that does all this stuff. Do you need some stickers? And I should have some stickers coming on the way. So, sweatshirt, whatever, a bunch of different styles, a bunch of different looks. You can do whatever you want. Just keep on wrenching, supporting the channel. I think that's cool. So if you choose to do that, that's amazing. Or you can just donate or whatever. Or do what Josh did, do a super chat and all of that. But most importantly, I'm having a lot of fun with Keep On Wrenching community group. It's growing. We've got, it's just very helpful group, very friendly people. We're not, being, cocky about anything. We're just really chill. Everybody's really chill, really supportive, and it's really, really great. So if you're enjoying it, support it, go for it. We'll keep this thing rolling because I'm loving doing this stuff. I really do. I look forward to these Thursday night streams a lot. And, if I can grow it, who knows? Maybe I'll start doing a little bit more. Maybe stream a couple times a week. Maybe I'll have some more time to do some more videos. So your support is, of course, very, very appreciated all the time. So that's all good. And then let's see. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Just trying to work on this horn to get these last little nuts off of here. And man, it is not easy. It is not easy. Acme 54 donated 20 bucks. Firing off the Airwolf alert. Freaking love that, man. Airwolf, the show of my childhood. Thank you so much for the $20 donation. That's incredible. Very generous. Very, very cool. Thank you. Man, you guys are being awesome tonight. Everything's just kind of rolling through. Oh, man, you guys make it so much fun. Again, that Keep on Wrenching community group is a blast. I love checking on that every day. And just seeing what you guys are working on. And I think we also get to help each other out once in a while, too. Yeah, there we go. That finally came off. Thank God. So I was about to throw it across the room, but there's our little bracket. Just remember on the bracket, these two posts actually go up and out, because these are going to go onto your coil bracket. We'll look at all that stuff later. There's a couple little spacers here. And you could have made your life a little bit easier by taking the cover off first, which I could have done. Now, we need to get the cover off. And that can be a little bit tricky right here. We just got to work our way around. There should be a couple of little contact points that we can work from on this to pop this chrome cover off. I think a flat screwdriver is going to be the way to go, but I think I might try this little pick to see if I can pop these off. Yeah, a jeweler's screwdriver is definitely the way to go on getting that off. Gotten it off before. Man, we're going deep on like small parts tonight. We're going deep on small parts. Just got to find my jeweler's screwdrivers. You know, I'm organized sometimes, and then I'm not organized sometimes. Let's see. Got a flat screwdriver. That might work. Let's try this. My shop has gotten to be such a mess here over the last week or so. It's been nuts. Yeah, I cannot wait to get these stickers, David. I think these the stickers are going to be freaking cool. They're like, I wish I had a photo of them available right now, but I don't. But yeah, they're going to be really, really cool. I'm excited, and it was very generous of him to do that. Vika donated $100. Vika, you don't need to do that to fire off that Airwolf alert. Holy, Vika, $100? Are you serious? That's insane. Thank you. That's all I can really say. I mean, you are a huge part of this community. I hope you know that. You contribute a ton to the group. In the chat on the live streams, I mean, you're a really valuable person in our community, and that is extremely, extremely generous. Thank you, Vika. That's incredible. Thanks so much. Congratulations on getting that motor running, or getting her to fire off, man. That is huge. One for every CC. That's awesome. Awesome. I cannot wait for you to post a video of that thing rolling out and getting that thing going, because you put so much work into that engine and the details and the painting and everything. And I mean, Vika, that's incredible. $100. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I'm super thankful. I will make sure I keep these streams going and keep doing that. Oh, Vika, I can imagine, man. You are more than welcome. I mean, Jesus. And everybody's, I love the Keep on Wrenching group, because everybody's just really calm and cool, and everybody's so helpful in there. I really do think we're building something super, super special. Yeah, I'm blown away. I'm honestly kind of blown away right now. Vika, that's incredible. Yeah, dude, I'm kind of like, kind of wigging out a little bit. That was incredible. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah, Tula, that's amazing. Okay, collect myself. That's incredible. God, I love this freaking stuff. I love this stuff. I wish I could just do this all day long, because it's so much damn fun. Thank you. And again, Vika, you help make it really, really good. So yeah, just keep up the great work. Keep up the great work. Man, this thing is filthy, and I'm just trying to get this little cover off. There we go. Finally got behind this. See these little tabs? There's these little tabs in there. Gotta get that off. Once you can get behind one of them, the whole darn thing will pop open. And there it is. So this is what we want to clean. And then here, if you take that cover off first, you could have saved myself a whole ton of trouble early on trying to get those two nuts out, because that was just holding me up there. So little stuff, man. I mean, that's what you get when you take one of these apart, you know, once a year, basically, is kind of how I'm working my way through bikes. So, yeah, awesome. So horn works, everything's good. One note on this is that there is kind of a little bit of a weather seal on this area here. These are all, I've never seen one that is intact. See, look at how it just crumbles. They're just wore out. I mean, you'll have to just make sure you put a little bit of sealant in there to make sure no water gets in there. That would be a big deal. But now I kind of want to just do something that I enjoy doing, and that is just polishing chrome on this to clean these parts up. And I think I'm going back to the stuff, my tried and true, the stuff that I love to use. I don't have much left. I don't have much left of the Colonel Brassy, so I think this is going to be a perfect thing to do this on. If it's not, oh, it might have gone bad. Colonel Brassy might have gone bad. I'm just going to have to shake it up a lot. Vika on it. Vika, I'm going to actually write that down. Vika. Thank you. Thank you. I have wondered that. And I think in like the first stream that you joined, I think I really struggled with it too. Vika. I like it. I like it. Vika. Vika. Got it. Okay, just got to say it over and over and over again. Like when you meet new people, you got to be like, nice to meet you, Roger. Oh, that's amazing, Roger. And then you just like have to put it in your brain like that. So, all right, I'm going to try this. Like there's literally like this much left in this bottle, so we'll see. But man, usually the Colonel Brassy will come through and polish a part up really good with this. Now I know that there's some of you probably sitting there saying, hey Brian, you have, you know, perfectly good, how do I show them? Polishers, electric polishers sitting back there. Yeah, we could do that, but that's no fun, and that's cheating. And that's cheating. And plus on a small little part like this, a little bit of Colonel Brassy should be able to clean this up pretty good. Now, if it comes out that the chrome is pitted out and it's pitted through, once we get the oxidation out, I can always go find another one, which just that little bit of work on it with the Colonel Brassy here is showing that this is pretty pitted under that oxidation. Let me just work this just a little bit more. Might have to go into the box and see if I can find another one that's a little bit better. I mean, it's the Apocalypse bike. I mean, I could paint it black. We could do that too. I mean, to match the Apocalypse bike. Yeah, there's not... Yeah, see that? There ain't no bringing that back, sadly. Once I knocked the oxidation off of it, it became pretty clear. That is pitted out pretty bad. That ain't gonna come out, unfortunately. So this would be a really good candidate, actually, to take out to the sandblaster, hit it, and then scratch it all up, prime it up, sand it up, and paint it black. On the Apocalypse bike, because on this Apocalypse bike, we are doing a lot of black elements here. You know, I mean, everything. We've gone through, we painted the chrome black. You know, the shocks are black. You know, everything. I don't have the badges and stuff in here now, but we blacked out the badges. We did all of that. The front fender is black. All of it with just the silver. We did black bars. Gauges are black. Switches are black. Everything's black on this bad boy. So I wonder Yeah, because like, look at that. Sadly, stuff like that, you can just do it. It's freckles. Yeah, that's a very positive way to look at it, for sure. But you know how darn pretty that they can be when they are when they're flawless, you know. That's too bad. I was hoping that that was just kind of under this first kind of layer of oxidation, but I can even feel it. I can just feel the roughness of that. There's nothing you can do about it except grind it down. Well, not grind it down, but grind it down and paint it. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe doing it black so we don't have that like just popping out underneath there. Shoot. Let me see. Let's pop over here for a second. I wanted to see real quick. Let's just see real quick if I have another one. Yeah, Brian, on this one, I would probably just paint it because there are so many black elements on this bike that I feel like that would be the way to go on it, is just paint it black. That's what I'd be leaning towards. But I'm kind of open to suggestions. Just want to see if, I know I have another one here. Got another one of these. So I got another one. This one might not be as bad. Let's take a look. You know, right now I'm not so much angry about that giant parts batch that I got a while back because there were I think there were 2 horns in that batch. So let's not take this one apart necessarily. Let's just see if we can do it. This one doesn't look pitted. So how can I show you this? I want to make sure you guys kind of see, like, it's tough to tell what's actually going on underneath this until you get the oxidation off. Once you get the oxidation off, then it all becomes pretty clear pretty quick what the hell you got going on. But there is a nice thick, you know, layer. You can just see it on there, right? So let's just hit this with the Colonel Brassy here. This one looks like it might have a different kind of an issue with the chrome, where it's not so much pitted, but it's got some ripples in it. It's the chair. Dude, yeah, the chair creaks, man. I'm surprised the damn mic picks that up. But there you can see we're lifting off all that oxidation. It's getting kind of nasty there. This one's kind of got like the opposite problem, is that it's wavy. Like, it's not pitted through, but it's wavy. But yeah, look at the difference there. Like, just that little bit of elbow grease that you put into these parts. Here's what it was. Yeah, it's flaking off. And then here, it's just that little bit of work could do it. Now, one thing we could try to do is to try to light sand this. I wonder what that would look like if we could do that. Oh, you're wearing headphones? Well, I wish I had like a surround sound system going for the stream. You could get all the ambient noises. I should buy, I'm telling you guys, I want to get a set of those ASMR mics. You know, they look like ears or whatever. You seen those? That'd be incredible. We could just sit here and you guys could hear like every swish of the towel across this part. Yeah, hit the buffer. That's an option for sure. Kind of like the freckles more than the wavy. We could try that. I swear that I had a perfect one though. I'm gonna be on the hunt all night for that. I swear that I had. Ooh. I got another one. Here's the third one. This one actually looks terrible. Okay. TMI, Brian, but yeah, that could happen. This one actually looks the worst out of the group, but I think it's actually going to clean up the best. Let's try it. Because I don't see the waves in this one. I don't see the waves in this one. So let's just hit this top edge of this. This one might be the ticket, guys. Yeah, steel wool, if it's too bad, we can go to steel wool. But if it's just oxidation, I don't want to go to steel wool, Tobias. If I don't have to, I try to stay away from that. But absolutely 100% agree. Steel wool, great. The one plus of having COVID is that, oh, David, that's a really good idea. Paint it black with the keep on wrenching orange logo. That's a really good idea. This one's actually in pretty damn good shape. This one will polish out. I'm pretty confident on this one. But I do think I'd be able to get this one to polish out. There's no pits. There's no waves. It's not flaking. There's a couple of little pits in it, but nothing that couldn't be cleaned up. That's a really, 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 really good idea. It's a really good idea. You know, Vika, I think I'll have to see like what these stickers are, because I think that those are on vinyl that are getting sent to me by another viewer. Let me see those first, and then yeah, if possible, I could reach out to you and be like, hey, make one. But if those would work, that would look cool, painting that black and doing that. Brian, you got the hoodie, huh? That came really fast, actually, because you just ordered that stuff last week, right? How's the fabric on it? Because I haven't gotten mine yet. You were actually the first person to order one, so you kind of the guinea pig on that deal. Yeah, this one's coming out pretty good. Look at that. I love it. I love polishing this stuff and bringing this stuff back to life, man. So fun. So cool. Yeah, 1 week, that ain't bad at all, dude. Got your cow hoodie. Yeah, man, thanks for buying the merch, dude. That's awesome. I had so much fun setting up that store. And getting that going. Like, just look at the difference here. Just like, well, literally, we've been working on this for 2 minutes. Okay, so here's all the oxidation, here's all the rust, and then bam. And this is just using that first wave. If I took this over to the buffing wheel, I think we could get this pretty good. There's a little bit of light freckles. I think we'll just call them freckles. There's one little gash in it right here. But this is respectable. One size up for loose, comfy fit. But the material's good. I want them to be soft. That's the description and stuff when I was reading it. I was like, okay, nice soft material. Thanks, Brian. I really appreciate that. That's so huge. So huge. Yeah, I can't wait. I got my shipping notification on some of my stuff that I ordered. So I hope to have that maybe this week, but it's already Friday, so it'll probably be next week. That part that I sent out to you as well, it's got to go through Detroit, and Detroit is all backed up right now. Everything's getting pretty much delayed in Detroit pretty severely. So keep an eye on that tracking. Tobias, if it's not showroom floor quality, it gives me OCD and I just paint it black. Yeah, I don't mind a little bit of the I don't know, patina is probably not the right word. I don't mind a little bit of it because I think it kind of carries over some of the history of the bike a little bit. Like, oh, wow, these parts have lived a little bit of a life. You know, I don't mind that, but yeah, I can definitely hear you. Especially if you've got like a beautiful bike that you've put every, you know, ounce of your being into. It can be, I can totally see how OCD would like kick in on some of those parts for sure. But bam, that's coming out okay. I might be able to live with that, but I really like that idea of like, let's see, where's that bad one? The other one to strip. What the heck I do with it? Oh yeah, here. This would be the one that I would strip. I would probably keep Freckle around because that's okay. I don't mind that. This one, the chrome's actually peeling off. This one I would strip, paint it black, and put a little Keep On Wrenching logo on it. Dude, that is huge. That could actually be kind of the signature thing on all my bikes. For real, that is huge. David, you came up with that, right? I think. Yeah, that is an awesome idea. Yeah, this would be the one to do it on, though, in my opinion. That would be it. See if I can get this one off. See if I can get as lucky on this one as I did with that other one. It's tough to get underneath these things. Gotta find the right one that's like, okay, I'm ready. Ready to go. And not stab yourself in the freaking hand. That's the other thing to do. Oh, I got it. There. Ooh, that one's a little crusty underneath, though. I wonder if this one works. Let me test this one out real quick. That horn is dead. All right, this horn is dead. This is a junk horn. No longer works. So that's good to know. But the cover's still good, so we'll save the cover, and maybe we'll do that. Put on your gloves. I know I should have my gloves on. Look at how filthy my hands are now. Oh, well. Oh, well. And again, guys, the freaking coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. This coffee cup holder that you could never spill. This is like my new best friend in the whole world. How sad is that? It is kind of sad that that horn doesn't blow anymore. But look at that. I still got coffee in here, and I can put it on this thing, and I can just swing it around and run around the house and not spill coffee all over the place. It's like a coffee purse. It's like a coffee purse. But, okay, so just because the horn is bad doesn't mean that all this other hardware is bad, right? So never just, like, take this and throw this away. Vika, I'm with you. Let's figure out how this thing works and take it apart and see what the hell's wrong with it. It's a project, but like these brackets, these bolts, you know, there's parts on here that are still good, but it is bad. So I'm not going to worry about that for now. But I've got these covers out of here, and this one I think I could actually save. I'm going to pop this cover off of here too. Then we're just going to hit the wire wheel for just a little bit with some other parts. There we go. Bam, that one came out. That one wants to go on the bike. You ever like feel that? Like where like a part is just cooperating 100% with you? It's a big deal. It's legit. That one wanted to come off of there. So that's that one. So let's test. Let's see. Let's test this one to see if this one's good. I'll go over here, just touch it to my battery terminals. Huh. Sadly, that one's busted out too. And this one was working. God, I got two bad horns. Yeah, this one works. That one works. Yeah, both of these are bad. That's rare, man. Usually horns work. So we got two sad ones. We got two sad horns. But maybe two can make one. You know, I don't know. It's worth trying. We got covers galore, though. So we got 1, 2, 3. Out of these, we're going to be in great shape. And I got a working horn here, so that can all go there. And then, let's see, then we've got this piece. I'm going to put these bolts and washers back on these bolts. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, Vika. Oh, I feel so much better knowing how to say your name. Yeah, I kind of want to open one up. I'm going to grab a JIS. I just want to, oops, what am I doing? I just want to put these, I don't want to lose any of these parts because I'm going to have to put this all back together. Figure it all out. Thanks so much for hanging out with the stream. Oh, man. I wasn't sure. This was probably the most unorganized I've been for a stream so far. I really, like 10 minutes in, or 10 minutes to going live, I was like, okay, what am I doing today? What project do I have? Okay, we got these coils. That's something I would like to just tear apart and dive into. But man, I'm curious. I'm going to grab a little JIS screwdriver. And let's just, just for giggles. Just for giggles. I've never taken one of those apart either. Oh, ow, there went money. There went money. All right, cool. So let's just see. Let's see what's underneath the hood here. All right, those all come out easy. I need to find some good points in camshaft adjustment housing covers. Camshaft adjustment housing covers. Like your valves? Like your valve adjustment cover? Or camshaft adjusting covers? Are you talking about the side cover on the engine, like under the chrome cover? Or are you talking about the valve covers, the little round aluminum ones? Oh, sure. There's always got to be one. There's always got to be one that doesn't want to come out. Brian, appreciate the willingness to dive into the unknown. Yeah, I mean, it's the only way I'm going to learn, to learn this stuff. This screw here is rounded out. Oh, it's chrome. Okay, so it's like the other side of that one right there, on the other side of the motor. You're looking for. Are you looking for the whole housing, or are you looking for just the chrome cover? I think that engine sitting there is actually going to clean up okay. I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as the 72 was, for sure. Man, that one is stuck, man. This one comes out, but we're going to have one. Okay, the cover. Yeah, those covers are hard to find. No joke. I do not think I have any of those. And this darn thing. Oh, yeah, I got to hold that. Oh. God, I'm so dumb. It's like the simple stuff, right? Boom, dink, bat. Pull that out, just like that. Now we can come back over here. Pull this out, just like this. Yeah, it's hard. They don't pop up on eBay very often either. There we go. Okay. Here's more extra parts. All right. So there's another set of brackets and everything for a horn, which I don't think anybody would really need. They're pretty readily available. But let's take those out. I want those to be chrome to contrast the anodized blue color of the motor and polished fin edges. Yeah, chrome. They're hard to find. All right, let's flip this over. Let's see what's under here. I have absolutely no idea what I am looking at right now. Zero. Okay. It's looking, there's like a little spring switch in here. I don't see any like burnt wires or broken wires. There's a little bit of a shredded wire here on this lead right here. There's a little bit. Like, what in the hell is this? All right, so then this comes off of here. Okay, now I'm very curious about the acoustics of everything. And like, how does a horn work? That all pancakes together like that. So there's like a flat edge here. That all folds together. That makes sense. That's the speaker, huh? This looks like this is glued on. That feels like metal. That's not, is that plastic? Yeah, this might all be one piece, one plastic piece. Mitsura, Japan. 12 volt, 3 amp. Huh. Yeah, I don't know how you'd even tell what the hell is wrong with this. Looks like that's interesting. What the hell does that hold? Or maybe that just holds that part in. Huh. Let's just see over on this to see if like I can see anything move or anything. I have no idea what I'm doing again. Yeah, nothing. Well, that is crazy. I wish I understood electrical a little bit better. Or actually, I wish I understood electrical a lot better, actually. Because this is interesting. That is not what I expected to see inside of here. I don't know what I expected to see inside of here, but this is definitely not what I thought I would see. Huh. The electricity pulls that metal cylinder in pulses driven by a contact pad. So I think this would be the contact pad right here. Which would make sense. Huh. Interesting. I wish there was like a horn like made out of plexiglass or something so you could like see like what that is actually doing. Yeah. Yeah, I read what you're writing. Interesting. It'd be fun to like, I don't want to, but it'd be interesting to take apart a good one that I know works, and then try to take a look at it from inside. Because I don't know what the hell would actually go wrong. It looks relatively simple. But like, and that moves. This moves right here. Because I think somebody said, oh, the plunger might be stuck. I don't think that's it, because that's the plunger, I would assume, and that looks fine to me. Nice. Vika, go post that in the YouTube group. I'll watch it after the stream. How a horn works. And plus, I'm just like how does it make sound? You know, how's that generating a sound out of that, especially like that? Electricity is just fascinating. God bless people who understand it, I guess. But yeah, okay, we've seen the inside of one of those. That's something new for the day. I'm just going to put this over here. All right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go put it over here. Oh my God, 3 hours, 12 minutes. Thanks so much for hanging out on the stream tonight. So much fun. So much fun. At least I'm having fun. And you must be too, because we've been hanging out. We've had some good viewer levels tonight too. I saw it up to 22 at one point, and then I think when I started soldering, everybody was like, screw this, and they bailed. So note to self, soldering is not the most exciting thing for live streaming. It's a bunch of sorcery. Damn wizard. Feels like it. Feels like a little bit of sorcery, that's for sure. Interesting. All right, I'm kind of fascinated here right now by getting this project going. Already, man. I think we're going to make those good. Moving a diaphragm in and out fast enough will make a sound. It must move really fast because it's really loud. So this is this. Okay, I got to keep my parts straight. Focus, Brian, focus. Okay, this is all extra. I got to go put this in my extra parts bin. And it'll all be horn stuff. My extra parts bin is, you'll get a kick out of this. My new extra part, oh, wow, there goes my knee again. My new extra parts bin are old muffin tins. They work great. They work great. And, yeah, they just work great, so. Keep stuff organized a little bit. Just trying to be a little bit more organized with everything. All right. Whew, what do we got? 10:11. All right. Man, all kinds of good stuff happening online. It's awesome when you look away, you come back to a bunch of new alerts. Cool. All right. I think the last thing for tonight, I'm going to tackle these covers and all these brackets later. So here's my good horn. I'm going to put these junk horns over here. I don't want to mess around. I don't want to get these all confused with anything. So I'll put those down here, just like that. My good horn. I'll put that over here. I can all stay there. And now what I want to do is let's pull our coils apart. And I think that'll probably do it for tonight. Getting late. Long day ahead of us tomorrow. Now, I'm going to put an electronic ignition probably in this one. Why not, right? So I wouldn't need the condensers in this. Or I could do points, but man, everywhere that I'm looking, points are really hard to find. Like good quality points. So I'm a little hesitant, honestly, to be getting into points if I can't get new parts. That's my only thing. You know, because I don't want to be fighting old garbage parts. Points are already hard enough to deal with, in my opinion, that I don't need to fight worn out old parts. Does that make sense? An electronic ignition is easy. I'm thinking about trying a different one than the CMC one. I'm thinking of trying the, like the Charlie's Place or whatever. There's a bunch of other ones out there. I'm bad at electronics. Let's crack into the starter. Right. I know, I'm just trying to get a little more familiar with it. So, okay, back on track. I think I'm going to do an electronic ignition just because of the points issue. I bought one of the like replacement point sets that you had to modify with a file to get them to work. And that was just a nightmare to get that to work. So here's a condenser. I need to learn how to test these condensers to make sure they're good. But if I go to points, I have a brand new condenser. I acquired that a while ago. So I've got that. So that went off easy. So the cool thing is if you do an electronic ignition, you do not need the condenser. Ooh, love that crack. So you can actually just take this whole piece right out. This whole bracket, you can actually just take the whole darn thing out. You don't need it. And just note that the two holes like these mounting holes here are pushed towards the back edge of your plugs where your wires are actually coming out. Let's see if we can get lucky again on this one. Yeah, like the key. If I wasn't using a JIS screwdriver right now, I think those would have stripped out for sure. So JIS, baby, JIS. So this thing we don't need. I'm just going to put it there. Now I have not bought an electronic ignition yet, but that's ultimately going to be like one of the last things that I got to deal with. You're not sure what a condenser does? We should look that up actually. I thought it like regulated, it condenses things. I thought it like like regulated like charge is kind of what I thought it was. Like it kept it at a normal charge, but I could be totally wrong. I do have a good electrical book I could look up, or somebody could just Google it too. Again, I don't pretend to know everything at all. All right, so we'll pull that out of there. Just want to get my coils out of here. And then what we can do is I'll have the rack, and then we can put new coils in it. Come on. I wanted to make sure that I got all this stuff ready to get the new stuff mounted and get that stuff on the bike. This coil should come right out after taking out those two screws. Very simple. Very simple indeed. This thing doesn't look like there's a left or a right or an up and a down. Am I wrong on that? It looks like it's pretty much the same. So again, here's another thing I'd like to learn how to test coils. Because man, if I got one thing, I got coils. I got coils laying all over. I bet I have 2 dozen coils at this point. Now this one's going to be tough. Look at that. Look how roach that is. Why it stores energy electrostatically in a field, I don't know why, but I'm glad that it does it. Oh, this one's tough. These ones are always tough. And these 2 screws under here, they always get rusted too. That's another problem. Yeah, yeah, that ain't coming. So let's go see if I can find a good fit in my JIS bin here. And let's see if the old impact will get it off. It stores enough short-term energy to send a spark. Less spark, more force. That makes sense to me because a lot of people, when they are not having spark, people always say one of your condensers is probably bad. Wow, that just stripped that right out. That sucks. Let's try that again. On this side, these screws are just super rusty. There's no way around it. Yeah, you don't need the condensers with the electronic ignition. Totally. It's never easy, guys. It's never easy. But this isn't the end of the world, because what we can do is we can just Dremel this out, and when we pull the coil off, it will we'll be able to get that out there for sure. Tula correct on that one. That's why I'm not too worried about it right now, because I'll probably put an electronic ignition in this anyway. I think the electronic ignition is probably one of the biggest investments that you got to make, though, because those are a couple $100. Not cheap. I wish I could find a sponsor that did Wish I could find a sponsor that would like donate me electronic ignitions. How fun would that be? Where's my Dremel? What I think I'm gonna do, or at least my plan. Ooh, wow. Dropping stuff all over the place. Plug this in. I don't need my solder iron anymore, so I'll get rid of that. And plug that in there. I think what I'll do is just kind of get my little cutter bit on here and cut those off. There ain't no saving it, honestly. It's pretty much done. There's that parrot again. Let's see. Pliers. I saw pliers somewhere. Yeah, I mean, it's 200, 250. It depends what kind you buy. I think over the holidays, Common Motor had their Shockwave on sale. I think it was $200. But obviously, the holidays are now over. So it would now be much more expensive. Just like everything. Where, oh where? Oh man. Yeah, what do you guys think of the time that I stream? Would you guys want it to be earlier or later? Curious about that a little bit. Can never find my little Dremel wrench. There it is, finally. Jesus. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Sale alerts. So I was going to add in some of like the holiday sale information onto the where to buy parts page for sure. But yeah, that's a good idea. Just like whenever I see like there's like a sale or something. But I don't honestly see that many sales. Let's cut this. Wait one here. I know it's dumb, but I'm going to put my safety goggles on because I don't want to get a thing in my eye. Slow freaking going, huh? Oh, that disc is gone. Itty bitty cutting wheel. That's right. I guess I could get the giant DeWalt out, right? I guess I could do that, but that always seems excessive, especially for something so small. That cutting wheel just like disappeared right before my eyes. I wonder if it was more made for wood. Oh well, let's see. I gotta find, and again, I'm looking for my darn jeweler's screwdrivers. I'll go ahead and use these. So this is a kit for, God, pretty much anything you could imagine. It's a good little kit. It's good for like working on hard drives and stuff. But these little screws on the ends of these Dremels, they can take a flying hike. They are the worst. Like, the system that they put in place to like put these things on is ridiculous. Like, who has this? More aggression. Sawzall. That it must be that is the answer to every struggle that we have. Throw it on the ground. Yeah, that's always an option too, for sure. God, I hate these. I hate these little things. Might have to just go to a different bit because this one is not wanting to come off. Well, shucks. Come on, man. What the heck? This Dremel is so wore out too. It's this one has been a mighty warrior, let me tell you. It has done its service for sure. And like here, this is the kind of cutting, like I need like a real cutting bit. But I don't think I have a big post one like that. So I'm kind of stuck using these little ones right now, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. We'll get there eventually. Hey, Colin, welcome back, man. Got the homework done. That's cool. Good stuff. Just trying to work my way through this last little project that I thought was going to be easy. And of course it's not. And of course I don't have the right freaking tools for the job, which is killing me right now. Like there's one of the screws, but I can't find one of the ports or one of the pins. Where in the heck is it? Wait, oh, was that one? Will this work? Please work, please work, please work. No, it won't work. That one won't work either. Done with work. Luckily, I did a large majority at school. What are you working on right now? I'm trying to get old coils off of the coil mount. That's what I'm trying to work on right now. And it's going poorly, because I just don't have the right Dremel bits for the job. Oh, there. I found exactly what I want, but it's down in the bottom of the bin. There. That's what I want. And I think this one will take that maybe bigger wheel. No, it won't. Oh, so I'll just put this one on here. Love my Dremel, but man, I really hate this this setup that they have for changing out these cutting bits. So hopefully we only have to do this one more time. Lucky you on the stream, right? All right, get this thing mounted. Grab my wrench, get my wrench, and let's finish cutting this damn thing off. Visor down. And it's not tight enough, of course, so it spins. And it just broke. God, I hate freaking Dremels sometimes. Well, this is technically the coil, like the coil mount. is what this is. It's where the coils go. It's just that bracket that your horn mounts to, that your flasher relay mounts to. All that stuff kind of mounts to it. Ooh, here's a thicker one. All right, we're gonna try this. Man, I'm telling you, I put on the most thrilling streams right now. Yeah, yep, they have them. Yep, they do. Common motor. On each of my bikes, I've just always bought new coils just to avoid any kind of problems. I was just like, you know what? This seems to be a problem that a lot of people have. So let's just avoid that problem and get new parts. There, that's the progress we're waiting for. This darn thing just keeps coming loose. Baby coil, baby coil, baby shark, baby shark. Oh, man, just cannot get them tight enough. That should pop off there now. Get it while it's hot. There we go. Boom. There's one. We just got to get this other one. Now, the other way, and I wish that I had them, a vice grip. A lot of times you can grab it with a vice grip and do that. But I don't have my vice grips right now. I know they're both outside in the garage. So otherwise, I would just grab my vice grips and clamp on it. Dude, Colin. Read my mind there, buddy. Read my mind. Just don't got my vice grips. Oh, these wheels are just killing me. Killing me. Yeah, I can see them, and I know exactly where my vice grips are. Just don't have a set down here right now. I don't want to walk away and go and do that. We're not ending this stream until I get this stupid thing cut out of here. They just don't go on quite tight enough. Need something a little bit bigger, a little meatier. Let's try this bad boy, this big one. This one is like, hey, coach, put me in. I'm ready. I'm ready, coach. Put me in. Yeah. I don't know. So here's the deal, Colin. If I walk upstairs, my dog is going to be like, oh, hey, you want to hang out for a little while? And, I'm not ready for that yet. We're doing this. So it's best for me just to stay. Love my dog, but it's really not that stressful. It's just annoying more than anything right now. That would be a brilliant idea, dude. Oh, David. That is, that frickin' timing advance unit was backward. Yeah, I think that gets many of us, honestly. That happened to me on my 70 CB, And yeah, I thought I had failed miserably, and it ended up just had to flip that stupid timing advance unit around. Yeah, like back then, how did you figure out that that was the problem? What kind of resources did you have? That's a good question, Tula. Because I think I finally ran across it in a forum someplace. I just want this damn bracket. So all I want is the damn bracket. Should be able to pop this off now. Come on, buddy. Got it. Beauty. There it is. Sweet. So then this shouldn't be too hard. Again, that'll be a good, just grab these two posts with vice grips. Those should come out, which again, I don't have. I should have grabbed a pair. Why didn't I grab a pair? No, the screws aren't cut off. I'll get these screws out, and I'll just get other screws to put in there. They're just seized in there, and then I got my bracket. So there's plenty of room there to grab those. I'm not worried about that. But to your point, I think Colin, you just brought that up. Oh, where are they? Colin. Grab my hat. Oops. So you said Common Motors sold coils. They do indeed sell coils. That's exactly where I got mine. So there you go. There are brand new coils that'll go onto that bracket once I get it all cleaned up and all of that. So yeah, coils aren't cheap. I forget how much those were, but we got 2 new coils to put onto that bracket, and then that whole bracket goes onto there. I mean, David, I gave up and had to take it to a Honda shop, and they saw the problem really. Dude, you don't have to feel dumb about that one, though. I hear you. I probably would have felt dumb, too, but how the hell do you know? And I've looked at those. I have looked at those timing advance units so many times, and there's really no discerning way to know whether or not it's right or wrong. You just don't know. Like I literally think it's like a coin flip in the air to see if you get it right. I was really careful on the 72 CL, and it worked, but man, I was meticulous about putting it back together exactly how it was. And in those videos, I was super paranoid about not flipping that around, because if you flip it around, you guys know, you're SOL. The bike ain't gonna run. Bike is not gonna run. So we got this, we got our bracket, I got old coils. Let's get these out of the way. You know, because he had friends who run into it before. Right. Right. Yeah, I think I learned about it I read about it on a forum. But man, I've seen, since finding it on the forum, I've seen so many people that were having that issue, and it's like, oh my God, just do this. And sadly, it's a little bit of a job when you've got an electronic ignition to go and flip that thing around. Time and experience. There's definitely no way. No way around that. Time and experience. That does pay dividends for sure. Cool. Well, I feel like we made a little bit of progress tonight at least. We dove into some new stuff, looked at some new stuff, learned a couple things for sure. Actually, learned more than a couple things for sure. That'll be you in 2 or 3 months. I mean, it is kind of a... I think it is, that whole timing in advance thing. It feels like it is just like a cross your fingers and hope. And if it doesn't fire, you know, you do know exactly what is wrong at that point. You know, you're like, okay, well, got to tear the ignition out. Got to do all this now. It just sucks that it's a big job. No, it sets you back a little ways. Especially when you're setting those electronic ignitions. That just takes... It takes patience. It takes a lot of patience to go through that whole process. So, oh man, let's hop back over, check and see. Would love to add a member tonight. Man, we haven't added a member tonight to the Facebook group. Keep on Wrenching community group. It's a little sad. Usually we pick up a couple. Yeah, nobody knew. I guess I wasn't really aggressively pushing it tonight either, which, you know, I didn't want to be obnoxious about it. So let's go check the YouTube channel here. Let's see, I just want to see subs. Man, 5,723 subs. That's incredible. That's crazy. When I started this whole series, I think I had 500 subs or something. Brian, you're leaving us again? All right. Catch you all next week. That's awesome. Thanks, Colin. Oh, Brian T. Okay, good. You're calling. You're staying. It's tough. I feel like I'm talking to myself a lot when Brian's around. It's like, okay, Brian. Okay, Brian. So, yeah, the website, again, guys, the resources are here. That manual is still available on the site. Make sure you get that. And the merch store. I'm looking forward to getting my coffee mug. That's what I'm looking forward to getting, is my coffee mug. CMSNL, that was the other one that we're looking at there. Yeah, man, we did a lot of stuff. We did a lot of stuff tonight. Man, I wish God, getting to an even 80 would have been really fun, though. I'm going to have to up my game on trying to get people to... Oh, I didn't see this. Back together, minus the foot bar, and it started. Hell yeah. Minor adjustments. Yep, minor adjustments galore to come. That is the truth. That is cool. That's an awesome tank. I like that tank. Is that paint or are those decals? What is that stripe? Ah, I see what you did there with the wrap, the boot. Hell yeah. I did Tula. Yep, we knocked that out. That was the first project of the night. It went swimmingly. Went really well. Vinyl. That looks cool. I like that. I like that pipe. That looks really nice. Looks clean. You missing an emblem here? Do we need to try and track down an emblem for this bike for you? Yeah, that looks amazing. Love that. And then I'm going to do... I'm going to do applause. Well, let's do Ron Swanson. We'll do that. Boom. That's really cool. Man, Vika, awesome job. That's fantastic. Yeah, and like here's the deal. Like everybody's like liking and commenting and loving on this post, man. That's so freaking awesome. All right, so there's that. There were some, yeah, there's a bunch of engagement here. The tank stripes painted or vinyl on that. White stripes. Yeah, so man, this group, yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, we covered a lot of ground tonight. We're going on 4 hours. Wow, that is not what I thought was going to be happening tonight. You know, I didn't notice that that came out really, that's a really cool, a cool detail that you did there. And then like the details that you did on the engine with the little black stripes. Yeah. Man, these bikes are labors of love, aren't they? Man, you even did a freaking, did you do a custom wiring harness on that too? Huh. 4-part layered stickers. Man, incredible. That is freaking awesome. It's amazing. Good stuff. And then this fire breather, I didn't even notice this one from earlier, like how this guy painted this tank by burning it. I didn't even notice that. Got to slow down, read the comments. Yeah, so much stuff there. So yeah, Keep on Wrenching community group is all there. That's awesome. YouTube channel is growing. I mean, it's just everything to feel so damn good about right now. I mean, super generous on the stream tonight too. I can't even begin to thank Vika $100 coming in for every CC I got running while in the group. That's so awesome. Josh coming in with $20. 11 benevolent elephants. Also keep up the good work. Acme 54 came in with the $20. Brian T came in, super chatted, $24.99. That's incredible, guys. Like, it's awesome. This is so much fun, and just thank you so much for the support on everything. I wish I didn't have to work tomorrow. I would just stay up and do this stuff all night. It's a blessing to work tomorrow, don't get me wrong. But this stuff is super, super fun. Projects coming up. There's a lot. I'm going to try to get this thing squared away, get these covers going. Vika was bored, so you whipped out a new loom. Yeah, it's impressive stuff. I mean, a part of like just doing all this stuff, it's like I love saving these old bikes, right? And then like that was like the goal. Like the community was kind of an afterthought. And then this community just started building and everybody just seems so damn cool and everybody's hanging out. I mean, what a plus. What a huge plus to have everybody a part of the group. Doing all that. We got some new subscribers. Richard, Assad came in. They subscribed to the channel. Fired off all that. Man. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah, we'll be back next week. Might be further along. I got a lot of work to do over on this deal, though. I got a lot of work to do. Ooh, no, I'm all hung up. Cleaning this all up. I mean, this is a mess here, and I want this to be clean. I want this to be good. This is what I'm thinking about a lot of like, how do I make this manageable? Because right now it's just such a mess. It is such a mess. Ugh, that is the stuff of nightmares right there for sure. Incredible. All right, 3 hours, 51 minutes. Gotta call it, guys. Getting tired. I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to get these yawns in my eyes a little bit. And I don't want to make you guys yawn because you guys are probably working and doing other stuff. So Vika, thank you so much for the donation. Josh, thank you for the donation. Assad, thanks for the subscription. Richard, thanks for subscribing. I look forward to seeing you on future streams. Brian, awesome. Thank you so much. I hope that package gets to you in a timely manner. And Acme, thanks for the donation tonight as well. This is incredible. And Greg, if you're still out there, man, thanks for ordering that net gator. I saw that alert. You ordered it during the week, maybe the weekend. Must have been over the weekend. You grabbed one of those net gators from the merch store. Thank you for that. I mean, this has been an incredible stream. Thanks for hanging with me. I didn't have much of a plan. I'll try to have a little bit better of a plan next time. But we muddled through it. We made it through it, and man, we did some cool stuff. So Colin, awesome. David, awesome to have you here. Vika, thank you. I mean, we're still hanging in there. We got 9 people. We've been doing this for 4 hours. So that's, to me, that's an incredible thing. I think we peaked out at like 22, 23, which is awesome. Tyler, thanks for hanging out on the stream. Awesome connecting with you as well. And then everybody else. I mean, man, how the chats are just crazy. Brian, we got Vika, David, Tula. Goes on and on and on and on. We've got a hell of a group here. So I thank you guys very much, guys. I'm going to go, clean this mess up just a little bit and then chill out. And I don't know, I'll keep on wrenching another day and keep on going. Thank you again so much for the support. And we'll see you in the next live stream or